Washington, D.C., DMV area, Maryland, Virginia. I feel like they could add in a few. West Virginia.
Yeah.
That's close by.
Yeah. Arlington.
Maine.
Arlington is right outside of D.C.
Yeah.
Like D.C.
That's Virginia.
Yeah, I get it.
Government employees, people that went to HBCUs. We will be at Howard Theater on March 23rd, right?
Yep.
March 23rd. Tickets available now. newroyalmall.com. We cannot wait to see the DMV area. One of my favorite areas on earth based on college. Mall is a different experience going down 95 South, but we won't get into that. Buy your tickets. We'll reminisce together on stage.
See you there.
No, Rory and Ma.
Even the sneaker thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting as you see black support eroding from Joe Biden.
True.
This is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always
above
trumps
healthcare.
Politics.
Mal, you have a lot of sneakers.
Yeah, I'm close to actually getting those. So
do you feel seen now? That Trump,
I do feel like, Trump is starting to understand me a little more. Just me in particular. I think that he's basing this whole campaign around trying to get my vote. He's pretty close. He's pretty close.
And when I think of the inner city vote, the only thing I do think of is sneakers.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way to get it.
Well, if you've been to any voting poll, 90% of the people are wearing sneakers. I don't know if you know that or not. So,
what do the other 10% wear?
Maybe shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. But most people go to the poll in sneakers.
Every time I start to just agree just a tiny bit with Republicans, they come right back to who they truly are.
Yeah. This was
like every single time I'm like, that might be an interesting point that they finally made. They go right back to this.
Well, to be fair, we do love sneakers.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong about that. Black people do love sneakers.
I found this refreshing.
Okay, if you look into sneaker culture, we're around the corner from one of those big sneaker spots that has the line.
Yeah.
White kids.
What is the race of people that are waiting in that line that are paying $400 for these exclusive sneakers?
I didn't say black people were stupid to stand outside for sneakers. I said we love
But that's what they said. If you pay $400, that means you're going to vote.
They said black people love sneakers. That is true. Black people do love sneakers.
But he did go on, to Roy's point, he went on to then say, the woman asked, okay, will this convert to people actually showing up to the polls? And he said, if you're spending $400 on sneakers, you bet they will.
I don't know about that.
But you feel like this is culture over politics. Like he's actually speaking to the people and what the people need and what they want. This goes beyond that politic bullshit that people, want.
This is
from
culture.
Our president. He's speaking directly to us as citizens.
Yeah, this is culture.
The needs.
This is sneaker culture. This is a different type of demo that he's attacking right now with these.
If I owed
January 6th,
$350 million as of last week, I might sell some $400 sneakers as well.
You're gonna have to sell because I only think it was how many pairs? It wasn't a lot.
I don't know how many.
I think it was only like 300 pairs, something like that. Maybe
he followed the Supreme blueprint.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do another restock. They got to restock them.
Nah, they got to do the resales.
Nah, restock them. They're gonna go crazy. People are gonna buy it. This is like when LeVar Ball came out with the Big Baller brand.
Same thing.
This is the same model, the same business plan, same blueprint. Make a low number,
same
force
delivery,
the demand high. And people go crazy for them.
The Ball family and the Trump family do have a lot of similarities now that I think about it.
Honestly.
I didn't do the knowledge on that yet, but
I'm going
to take your word for it.
Kids, a white wife.
That's
kids and a white wife.
That's all I got.
He stopped right there, white family. Yeah, like that's just a family
they all stick
in America.
Together. They're all in the same field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basketball, politics. It's the same thing.
Trump is into basketball?
Well, if you see the high tops, of course.
Oh.
They call me old fashioned, but I like this clip. It reminded me of, in a world where everything is so PC and safe, it's nice that Fox still sticks to their guns. And it's like, this is black people love shoes. That's great. It's nice to know that they're still them.
Just stop it right there. Black people love sneakers.
They love shoes. And
forget about everything else we love. We love sneakers.
Commercial break, he comes back in blackface and doubles down.
Exactly.
Yeah, to your point, it was a warming feeling. This was like before COVID, before like the whole circus happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone kind of just knew where everyone stood. Republicans were fucking assholes. Democrats were fucking liars. Yeah, just say how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
No more of the fog of what we don't really know where you stand. thank you, Fox News, for bringing us back to a simpler time.
Mhm.
When we knew you guys were just racist assholes.
I like my racism like a buffet. Just lay it out and just let me choose which one I want. Like lay it out right there.
Yeah.
Don't hide it in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't do that. Like give it to me right there on the cart and let me say, okay, this is the racism I'm going to choose to deal with.
You'll take the affirmative action, but please leave.
Yeah.
Jim Crow. Yeah, no, I'm
gotta put it all out there.
buffet.
Don't hide it. Let's deal with it. Let's get right to it.
Said something, Demaris? I thought it was a great comparison.
Say it. What'd you say?
No. You're lucky I didn't compare those to food groups at the buffet. Then we really could have went crazy. Anyways, we had our first cyber attack from China. All my AT&T.
First one. Or the latest.
First one of this election year.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's better.
Because I haven't turned the news on yet, but we're recording this on Thursday morning, and all AT&T people, we had SOS on our phones. I'm sure the news is blaming it on China, no? Or is this Iran?
I have
Hamas?
AT&T and I see SOS on my phone.
Ukraine?
Often, depending on where I'm at. It happens. So I didn't take much. It didn't like bother me or affect me much. I see SOS often when I'm like uptown and shit. So
all AT&T users had SOS this morning, myself included.
Okay.
It was a very stressful time. I kept turning my phone on and off. I even used the transit Wi-Fi on the train today.
Oh,
which I'd never done before.
Yeah, I didn't even know it worked.
They got all their data.
It worked pretty well. I'm sure Eric Adams was recording my phone, whatever I was looking up, but
one thing I can't do, and no matter how many times I try to do it, I can never connect to Wi-Fi on the flight.
Really?
Never.
Really?
Delta makes it really hard.
I stopped trying.
Well, the best way to do it, you got to go through the app. Because if you try to just do it through the web browser, it can be a little glitchy. But if you just go through the Delta app, it's better.
And you have to hit forget this
device.
Yeah,
you got to go in cold.
Or else you won't get the notification.
Yeah, I just go to sleep. Like I try it and then I'm just like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to sleep, man. Fuck this shit.
I dropped my phone in the little seat thingy where you have to get the mechanical people to come to lift the seat out.
Take the whole chair out.
Did it before before takeoff in LA.
Right. Stop this plane.
Take my seat apart. I need my phone.
No,
Mr. Pilot, come over here.
What was fucked up was, of course, when I'm traveling with a baby, Reddit, bingo card, they had to take my seat cushion out. So we were delayed based off just my seat. And no one really knows that but me. So the whole plane sees me standing up with a crying baby while we're delayed with no context.
Your ass.
So they think I'm just being like a dick. We're waiting on maintenance to come actually change my seat. That happens. Finally get Amara down, calm down. I feel so ashamed. I feel like that guy. While I'm trying to get shit in order in the new seat, drop my phone, 6-hour flight, no phone. With a baby on my chest.
How do you drop your phone though? There's a big ass.
I had
armrest.
a child in my.
But there's a big armrest. The armrest is almost the size of this table.
They must have not put the new seat back in correctly. There was edges and the phone went under the seat.
For those wondering what seats they're talking about Delta
layback.
One seats.
I was on
iPick
United
seats.
But yeah, the layback seats. If you drop your phone, you're fucked.
Really?
They have to take the seat out.
Oh, I just lay it all the way down and just go underneath it and grab my phone.
Oh, I tried. Didn't work.
Oh.
At midnight in Newark, they had to take my seat out.
Speaking of airplane, did you guys see there were flights we had a really good tailwind on Rel and I's flight on the way back.
Oh yeah? Were you monitoring it?
Yeah.
I was.
How do you know you had good
Tell us about the tailwind,
how do you know you have a tailwind? Were your bangs flying to the back of your head or something? How do you know you have a good tailwind? What the fuck is he talking about?
You probably use knots instead of miles per hour too.
Yeah,
that car's going 20 knots.
We had a good tailwind, got us into Newark an hour and a half earlier than we were supposed to. Caught a good trail there.
About to say.
The fuck are you talking about?
So when we took off,
was it South by Southwest?
Good one, Rory.
Yeah.
We had a
cold wind from Canada.
We were going 750 miles an hour. So for those that don't know, airplanes usually travel.
How do you know that?
Because it says it on the screen.
Yeah.
You're one of those people. I
woke up from a nap. I want to see how far we were, and I checked.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You were not going 750 miles an hour.
We were. Rel was there. He was on the same flight. And,
is a screen on? Can the people on YouTube see the screen we're seeing?
No. They can. But so this is the problem. The speed of sound or whatever the fuck. I'm gonna go ahead and kill me. Is 800 or some odd miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
Some planes, and this was happening over the weekend, were getting pushed at over 800 miles an hour, thus creating this horrible turbulence. We were in the sweet spot. We were 50, 60 degrees like slower, and miles per hour slower. So we were like coasting. We landed about an hour early, and our pilot came on and said, "Hey, we have a very good tailwind. We're getting speeds 250 miles an hour faster than usual. We're coasting. We're going to land early." But then I saw these clips like the night that we landed. I was like, holy shit, if we were going like 50 miles an hour faster, we would be fucked. Because the plane was like, this is horrible. It was terrifying.
So I read that 2 planes were in this jet stream. So you were one of the 2?
No, we were in a safer one.
Okay.
Slower.
Thank God.
Thank God.
So did you feel the difference or?
It felt like we were going faster, but it wasn't like this. It wasn't like 9/11.
You felt like when you're like,
I feel like 9/11 was probably a pretty smooth ride. It was pretty clear that day. Like, I don't think there was much turbulence.
There was one turbulent.
And one turbulent.
Like once
they picked up the spare.
Once the fellas took over the cockpit, like I'm sure it was a pretty smooth ride.
Right up until that point. That's when things got a little shaky after that.
And you got to think like the landing still pretty smooth.
I don't know what landing we're talking about right now, so I'm gonna just like
2 for 2. Well, 3 for 3.
4 for 4.
3 for 4. 3 for 4.
Allegedly.
Did you guys see? There's all this new footage of 9/11 coming out.
Still?
Yeah.
And I read, and I was at Google. I was looking into it. I was like, why? And I guess federal cases or cases of that magnitude, the files and videos are locked up for I think the 20 or 25 years, and then once the public domain, they can go release. So there's all this new archival footage coming out from 9/11. That happened, some crazy angles like yesterday. I was like, holy shit.
That happened with the JFK files too.
Yeah.
Whatever the amount of time that they put on locked files.
Are they going to show another angle of the UN?
That's the fun. It's all angles of just the 2 towers. They're not showing anything else.
I want them to show the other angle of the UN though.
Oh, you mean the Pentagon?
Oh yeah, the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Not the UN, the Pentagon.
It's the bomb that went off.
Why we can't see another angle of that?
Well,
just give me one more angle.
Then you'd see a United States issued missile going into the side of it.
No, it's a Hamas missile, Rory. Yeah.
At least we could hide behind American Airlines with, with the World Trade Center.
They just show us every day how stupid they think we are.
But no, I think that's cool that you guys went 750 miles per hour.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys.
Was the Wi-Fi spotty?
I was really hoping Rel would like back me up because it was true.
I'm just glad you got home an hour early.
Text proof to my mom on the flight. I texted my mom. I was like, "Hey, we're about an hour ahead of time. The pilot just said we're going 750 miles an hour." I have text. I have the proof.
That would work in court for sure.
You text your mom while you're on the flight. That
she was like, "How's the flight going?"
A good tailwind.
We're actually ahead of time. It's very nice.
Hey, Ma, caught a good tailwind.
Yeah.
Be home soon.
There was a nasty nor'easter yesterday.
have the stroganoff on the stove.
Stroganoff.
You know what's fucked up? I think I literally said that.
Yeah. Stroganoff?
No, the tailwind.
Oh my God.
I definitely texted that to my mom. Anyway.
Well, I'm glad that you were beating the Earth's rotation curvature. It's cool. I did more flat Earth stuff last night.
I'm glad you got home an hour sooner than GPS said you would. You feel accomplished. I always feel accomplished when I have the GPS and I'm driving. I get there sooner than it says I'm supposed to get there.
Like 5 minutes before. Ooh.
I'm like, come on, y'all don't even know about them back roads right there.
But what pisses me off more is when I'm going 100 miles an hour and the GPS still gets me there in the time that they said I would have.
Well, that's because everybody else who they polled also went 100 miles per hour.
Who they polled?
No, I don't think that's
that sounds like a Fox News poll.
Demaris said everybody was going 100 miles an hour. No.
So when I type in a random address that quickly, they polled that.
Yeah. Everybody was going there.
1 second.
Everybody was going there.
Don't they go by like
they call your house phone and they poll you over the phone.
No, they go by how fast everybody.
They go by
goes,
your census. Right? You got to fill out a census and then send it back in, and they let you know.
They don't go like by the average.
GPS is systematically racist too because they do not poll black people. It's a
what do you mean?
Census joke. One of everyone said it's cool.
Okay. Black people don't do the census.
Was it a good joke?
Black people don't do this.
It was actually a great one. It's fun. It
was a pretty good joke.
Reddit, kill me. Please explain this again.
I thought they go by averages. Like if 100 people go to this address.
No, it's based off speed limit, the current traffic.
Yeah. And also, what do you mean? Like, if Rory, he's the only person that lives in his house. How are they pulling 100 people from Rory's house?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about just off the app.
Like yeah, but you have to put in an address. So what they do is they go by the amount of people that are on that highway.
That's what I'm thinking. The amount of people going on that highway and how long it took them. Like
no, the current traffic at the time, the speed limit, the amount of turns, like
accident reports, things like that.
Oh, I thought it was like all the other cars around you that are also on Google Maps. Like, if
you thought it was a survey.
Like, if they're going 100 miles an hour, they're gonna say, "Oh, okay, they got there in 5 minutes."
So you think everybody
thought
on the
my
road is doing
Tailwind shit was stupid?
Should have filled out a Scantron while you're doing it.
I hear myself sounding stupid as I'm saying it, so I'm just gonna stop talking.
I was trying to pull you out of it. I was trying to pull you out of that hole, but you kept going back to the note. But the address, I'm like, Demaris, everybody's not going to the address I'm going to. But the road, yes, people are on the road, yes, and they're gauging how fast. They gauge how fast those people are going on the road.
Yeah,
exactly, because we're all using Google Maps. We all have connections to the internet. Like,
and my point is, when I do it, it's based off the speed limit and the people that are there, and I'm passing everyone going 100 miles an hour. Yeah. Why did I get here at the time you actually estimated?
Well, doesn't it adjust?
Shouldn't I be there earlier?
It adjusts.
Come on,
adjusts, you know, though.
SATs, the train's going 60 miles an hour here, and
from Seattle to New York.
Yeah. But same thing with me on the Jersey Turnpike.
You guys remember road trips when you were younger, like pre-Garmin, pre-MapQuest days, just the old school map?
Yeah, for sure.
I've never taken a road. Well, I wasn't driving before MapQuest. By the time I was driving, we were using MapQuest.
Okay. I just remember like young family
print
vacations.
Out like 12 pieces of paper.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was always the tech guy in the household, so I would always have to print all the paper and all that shit.
But before that, it was just a straight up, I wasn't driving at that time, but I remember there being like maps in the glove box.
Oh, yeah, but I wasn't driving then.
Like, no, me neither.
Yeah.
My mom, I remember my mom was a horrible direction.
There were sidekicks
helper.
when I started driving.
She would be like, "This is the exit," as we're passing the exit. My dad would just cuss us out.
Black people.
He would just cuss out the car.
They said when black people, when you in a car with black
everybody
people,
in this car.
When you
gotta fucking pee again. I always had to pee.
When you in a car with black people and you miss your exit, they don't like tell you like there's the exit. They'll be like, "Where you going?" Like when you pass the exit.
Yeah.
Black people just be like, "Where you going?"
Yeah, it's horrible. That's not how. That's
the only way to do it, though.
That's not help.
You're like, where you going?
I'm not gonna say turn left, right.
No. Because you know why I would say where you going? Because I think maybe you know another route. So you're like, nah, we're gonna go to the next exit, get off there, make the left, go around. Like, so that's why I can't say, yo, you're going the wrong way. You might know something I don't. So when I say where you going, that's your time to say, nah, we're gonna get off down there, make the left, and then go across. Like, see what I'm saying? Because black people, we got our routes. Don't ask us how we found out about it, but we found those routes.
I did a road trip with my grandparents from Chicago to St. Louis when they were old. That's about a 4-hour drive. Probably took us 8 hours. They stopped every 2 minutes. And my grandmother would not listen to me. She thought she was being kind by saying, "What radio station do you want to listen to?" And my grandmother, radio stations are different here than they are there. She's like, "Well, just tell me the number that you like to listen to." All right, fine. 97.1, which was some talk radio shit.
Yeah.
In Chicago, that's not Hot 97.
No.
I don't know if you know that.
No, that's not Hot 97.
My grandmother refused to hear me out on that point. So for 8 hours, we listened to 97.1 from Chicago to St. Louis that continued to switch from talk radio to opera to whatever the fuck was going on in that area. It was hell. Like, I still have PTSD from that. We got out fucking every 20 minutes to stretch or to pee.
Why you didn't
stretch break is hilarious.
They're older. They got like
stretch is hilarious.
Their limbs need like motivation.
No, they don't.
You gotta oil their limbs. It's like the Tin Man.
Getting out of a 4-hour road trip to stretch. You can't sit down for 4 hours.
Just sit down.
Just relax. Turn some fucking music on and just chill for 4 hours.
And granted, my grandfather should not have been driving at that time already.
Oh, you weren't driving?
Up until my grandfather passed. The last time I saw him, I tried to drive home from the Emotional Oranges concert at midnight. He's one of those old school, like, women can't drive, your kids can't drive, your grandkids definitely can't fucking drive. He's the only guy at 92 that was allowed to drive that car.
I'm not riding in the car with nobody 92 years old.
At night. In Chicago.
We gonna slip Pop a motherfucking
put him to bed.
Fucking a gummy or something. Send him to sleep. No, I'm not 92 years old. I'm not riding the car with no 92.
You never met my grandfather.
Nah, listen, God bless him. 92 years old, I got this.
My grandfather was like that. He was pretty tough he refused to give up his license. He was in his mid-90s.
I felt so bad too because
I don't think you should be able to drive after 90 years old.
I agree.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been driving
80,
after
honestly.
85. He was just not
Yeah, I don't think you should be allowed to operate heavy machinery at 90 plus years old.
And he had like an update for his license.
president.
I forgot, 80 something. And we were so excited, like, because again, he refused to let us either drive or tell him he can't drive.
Yeah.
We're like, he has his renewal. Obviously, they're going to say no, and he legally will not be able to drive.
Right.
My grandfather respected the law to some degree. He's not going to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Passed it with flying fucking colors.
Wow.
I was so pissed.
So you still
I wish I would have went to like talk to the guy like,
yeah, like let's fail him.
Yeah.
like, can I sit in the back seat?
Yeah.
How did you pay him off, Grandpa? But,
yeah. After 90, it's like, come on, man, get the accessor ride. Let the accessor ride come pick the grandparents up, take them where they need to go. But they don't need to be driving though.
I did feel bad though. One of like a weird regret I have. That was the last time I saw my grandpa was after the Emotional Oranges concert. The next morning I had a 6 a.m. flight back to Jersey because I think we had to record. And I took an Uber. Like I snuck out of the house. He wanted to drive me, but I told him the wrong flight. My flight was earlier. So I snuck out and then like shot him a text like, hey, took the earlier one. He was so fucking mad at me and then like died like a week later.
He crashed?
No, he died of COVID.
He crashed. You heard him, right? He crashed. You heard him?
Crashed out.
What's wrong with you, man?
Wouldn't it be funny if
No, wouldn't
Man's
be funny.
grandfather passed away. You find the time to crack a
He's in
joke.
his 90s?
A veteran at that.
Yeah,
How do you
salute
feel
that
now?
man.
Which war?
The first one.
That's crazy.
The American Indian War?
We have good genes. What can I say?
Yo.
First war, bro. You didn't know that? Everybody knew that.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Anyways, with all that said,
Welcome to another episode of the new Rory and Maul podcast. I am Maul.
I'm Rory.
And we are back. I started watching this show on Netflix called Warrior. It's about a Chinese, Irish in San Francisco back in like, I want to say, I don't know, before TVs. And it's about Chinese gangs.
Narrows it down.
Yeah, it really narrows it down to.
Yeah, before this
A
is
time
before
period.
TVs, before radios and shit like that. It's a really good. I'm on episode 3. It's
So
3
we talking
seasons.
like the 1700s or like 1930? What are we talking?
No, this is like,
Talking AD, BC?
well, this can't be that old because I think this is based off the writings of Bruce Lee too. I think some of the Bruce Lee's writings, they use some of this.
Bruce Lee was not around. I thought he was on TV.
But in some of the scenes, like they're still riding horse and carriage.
19th century. Early
Okay.
19th century. So you're looking at the 1800s.
Yeah, so they're still
Gotcha.
riding like horse and carriage and things like that.
Oh, I did
But it's
a
pretty
review of
good
this
though.
show.
It's a pretty good series so far.
Was San Francisco as liberal back then?
No, the Irish were going crazy. They hated the Chinese.
What?
Yeah.
We're such progressive people.
But it's a good
When it
show.
comes
I'm
down to
on
races.
episode 3 or 4. It's 3 seasons, 10 episodes a season. And I just stumbled on it. I just started. I watched the trailer. It looked interesting. I watched the first episode. A lot of action in it. But now the storyline is actually pretty good too. So it's a good series, man. Check it out. Warrior on Netflix.
Okay.
It came out last year, 2023. So, but I never saw it, never heard of it, I didn't know anybody that watched it. But it's actually a good series.
I sent Julian a clip I saw on Twitter that I think shows a true warrior when times are very bleak.
Ruby Rose.
No, that's another warrior that we'll get to
Great clip.
in a
Okay.
bit. But I want to please let me know, since you've been watching this Warrior Netflix series, you may
Yeah.
have an understanding of when you're at war times,
Mhm.
especially with your significant other, when it's time to step up and be a warrior. Can we start this from the top, Julian?
Yeah.
How old are you?
26.
22. How long you been together?
Rough
2
on it.
years.
If she gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody, would you take it?
No, sir. You might get one pass,
Sweat.
but at the end of the day,
Great man.
you want one wife.
True.
And this is the wife I
My
want.
wife.
So no.
Wife's wife.
Now, what about you if he gave you one?
If you gave me a guilt tree pass, I would take it.
That's crazy. That's
All right,
crazy.
she's honest at least.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Who would you take
He
it
said
with?
that's crazy 3 times.
Lindy Waters III.
Who is that?
Don't even know who that is. That's our problem.
That's a sick quote.
Yep.
He said, I don't even know who that
Yeah.
is. That's our
Who
problem.
else?
Barry Sanders. I'm a lover.
More options.
Now, what do you think
Not even senior.
those men have
No.
over your men?
They're professional athletes.
That's crazy. Hey,
Black or white?
One is Native American and one's black.
She's for the.
But do you think that any of those guys
bragged about
go for you?
Junior would.
That's crazy.
Why are you talking to Junior?
Hey, at the end of the day, it's whatever.
At the end of the day,
She called him by his nickname.
Yeah, Junior.
That felt more like a confession than it did a hypothetical situation.
That was definitely a confession. She definitely met those guys right there. What was that? 6th Street in Austin? Definitely looks like 6th Street in Austin.
I just feel like you don't got to say the quiet parts out loud. It's okay to just think things.
Like,
Lindy
I think
Waters the third.
when you're talking about like bench players or G League players at this point,
just
if you're gonna embarrass me this way, at least like make it a superstar.
Well,
where anyone's like, oh, okay, haha, celebrity pass. Like, she could run into this guy at Starbucks today.
Oh, she ran into Lindy Waters the third.
Yeah, he ran.
That's the only way you know who he is. You got to run into him.
She seems to have a thing for the juniors and the thirds. Like,
yeah,
she likes lineage.
Yeah,
she's very family oriented.
Yeah.
Strong genetics.
Well, Lindy Waters this season, he's averaging 2.9 points, 1 rebound, and a half of an assist. That means he set a good screen on a shot.
Is that how that happens?
Yeah, that's how that works. I don't know how she knows this guy. She obviously really knows Lindy Waters the
Instagram.
third. Never heard of him.
Instagram.
Yeah. And Barry Sanders Jr., I mean, you know who his dad is. So only natural that you would know who Junior is. So
Junie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She seems to have her baby. She's got a Native American there, got a brother in there. She's trying to keep it progressive, and, she got a white boyfriend and Indian side, and she needs Junior to just tear that thing up every now and then.
Okay, so what if she had named someone more? What if she had named like Idris and fucking
Idris Elba?
Yeah. What if she had? I'm just saying. So hypothetically, if she had named people who were more famous, would that have made it acceptable?
I mean, that would have made it typical. This is very interesting. It's like, yo, these are Barry Sanders Jr. is a little more known than Lindy Waters III. But when she went to Lindy Waters III,
first of all, listen, name your names. We've already entered this arena. Name your names. But when he asked, what's the difference between them and your man? And you say professional athlete, duh. And one averages 2 points and one's in college and not even a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's Native American.
I'm not saying violence should happen, but I could understand.
I think that's when you just know who you're with and you just decide to break up with her.
If she says Trey Young and is like, well, he's a professional athlete, at least I'm like, all right, he's a professional athlete.
He just signed an extension, yeah. All right, she got me there.
Cool.
Yeah. Lindy Waters III, though.
That's a sick poll.
Is Barry Sanders Jr. in the league?
No.
So he's not a professional athlete.
And they're a little young for her, right? She's 26. If he's not in the league, how old is he?
Barry Sanders, Junior's 29, 28.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so he is in the league.
Okay.
No, he's not in the league.
Oh,
so he's 29 in college?
He's 29.
In college?
No, he better not be in college.
No, he's not in college.
So he's not even a college athlete or a professional athlete?
No, he played.
Oh, yeah. Now I got to suplex you on 6th Street.
Like, why is his name even at the top of your brain? Like, he ain't even active.
I mean,
and what do you love him
that
for?
Nigga
like,
work at Chase. Like, why are you?
Yeah.
And why you say he probably would?
His college career ended in 2016.
Yeah.
So he's like 5 years out.
Yeah, he's done.
He's good.
Where'd you even? Nah, she fucked him. She had to have fucked him.
Now here's where it gets interesting. Do you then?
It's not interesting yet.
No, hold on. Do you go to your girl's Instagram and see if she's following?
Oh, she definitely follows that guy.
No, you don't.
No.
Go look.
I can tell. Well, she's what? She said she was 26. She's 22.
Yeah.
She picked a young, impressionable guy so she could be in control and do whatever the fuck she wants. She's a veteran in the shit.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely doesn't follow either of them and deletes the DMs from back and forth. She probably talks to them on WhatsApp.
Snapchat
for sure.
Yeah, she looks like a snapper.
Snapchat still is the spot for that kind of nefarious behavior.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do we look at women in the same predator type way of a 26 to 22?
I mean,
because he seems like someone like an impressionable 22-year-old that wants love and doesn't know about the world yet.
This kid's an idiot.
And she knows what time it is.
They're 4 years apart and they're legal. I think it's fine.
Well, the women definitely.
I'm not saying legally predator, but
the women definitely jumped on Drea's case a few weeks ago. Though
I did
see a lot of women calling Drea a predator.
I'm talking more so in these scenarios.
Well, they've been together
Drea
for 2
thing
years.
is drastic.
So she was 24 and he was 20 when they started dating.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
But based off her commentary to these questions, I feel like she has somewhat of that I want to control you because you're younger vibe to her.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take advantage of this young person that doesn't know how things go. And a 4-year difference in your 20s can do that.
Or she might be if they're from a small town, everybody from her age group knows that she's a whore, so she had to go younger.
Had to go younger. He did.
Because
he had no idea.
Yeah, he's already talking about marriage. He's like, yo, you only get one wife.
You get mad wives.
If you choose, right? It's like, what is he talking about? You only get one wife. No, sir. You get as many wives as you choose to have. Yeah, and she went straight to Lindy Waters III off of you only get one wife.
Usually I think things are fake and I think this is real.
I think that's real too.
And it's crazy the place we've gotten. Do you remember the Chappelle Show sketch of Real Sex that used to be on HBO where they like interview real people?
Oh, gangbang over here.
And it was Chappelle and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I don't really know the craziest thing. And she was like, yeah, probably in college when I was being fucked by a bunch of guys and like all my homegirls were cheering me on.
Yeah.
And Chappelle was like, I think the only crazy thing I've ever done is fuck old gangbang here without a rubber.
Yeah. Old gang.
This is the real life shit. Like, this was a joke at one point.
Yeah.
Now it's regularly on the internet.
Okay. One time I had a 3-way with these 2 guys in college, and my sorority sisters were like cheering me on. Yeah,
look at his face.
What about you, sir? Are you
fucking
this sexually? They'd probably be having sex with old gangbang here without a rubber. It's fucking done, man.
Done, man.
This thing is over.
And listen, that can happen to anyone, but at least in this hypothetical joke scenario, Chappelle, as a man, was like, yo, we are done.
We cooked out here.
This guy over here is like, I mean, I don't care, man. This is what it is.
At the end of the day, it is what it is.
So guy with the mic comes up to you, which is like one of my biggest fears, by the way, but guy with the mic comes up to you and your
just
girl.
walk away, but
Demaris would not walk away.
No, I would for sure. The fit people came up to me and I was like, I'm out of here.
The fit people?
What's the fit people?
They have like a bunch of people who come like, yo, tell me about your fit.
I've seen them.
Yeah. Bye.
You probably let the monks try to give you that gold
bracelets
ticket too.
So what does the ticket get you?
No, you have to pay like $100. They try to give it to you, and then like if you take it, they'll hold it really tight, and they'll be like $100. They'll lose their accent immediately.
Is it like the key to heaven?
No, it's the key to them making money. They
no,
don't.
But where
like,
does the gold ticket go? Like, does it?
Where do you get? Where is it redeemable?
Y'all have not seen this in New York?
No.
A monk has never walked up to me in New York City. No.
They've never done.
It's very
a monk's never came up
it
to me
happens.
either.
No.
The people come with the Jesus pamphlets, like accept Lord Jesus into your life as your Christ and Savior.
Yeah, naturally.
Man, guy with the mic comes up to you and your girl, asks you that question. Are you allowing her to answer the question?
Well, we're in a hypothetical situation because I would never do that to begin with. But if I agree to get on camera to do an interview with my girl, I mean, I think I have to allow her to answer, no? That's why I would never put myself in that situation. But hypothetically, yeah, she would have to answer, right?
And you would get mad at her answer. I feel like every guy knows who the hall pass is, though.
What do you mean?
You know who your girlfriend has a crush on. Like, you know which celebrity your girlfriend has a crush on.
I'm not naive. I'm sure there's celebrity crushes, but I don't know them.
You don't know who her celebrity crush is?
No.
That's probably because you know her celebrity crush. That's not fair when you're like boyfriend's.
Now you're unlocking a whole different part of insecurity in my brain.
No.
Now I really won't sleep at night. Tell me more about this, Demaris.
No, because what I'm saying is like, y'all know people. So it's like, of course she wouldn't tell you her celebrity crush because you might run into him one day.
Yeah, that's Amar's godfather.
That's awkward.
That was...
Maul?
Yo. But yeah, I can understand her like, nah, I'm not. You might be in highlight room with this nigga the next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but most men know who their girlfriend has.
If your girl says she would take the hall pass, do you get upset?
Am I giving her the hall pass?
Yeah, like, same question. Like, if your significant other gave you a hall pass, would you use it?
If I'm giving her a hall pass, she says yes, I can't be mad at her.
What? Yes, you can. It could be a test.
Oh, well, to me, that's like women games. I don't want to do that test. If the scenario is you're giving your girl a hall pass and she says, well, I'll take the hall pass because he's giving it to me, then no, I'm not mad at that. I would never give her a hall pass. So that's where it's like cut and dry.
Okay. Not even
if we're doing the hypothetical, no, I can't be mad. I gave you a hall pass.
Not even the biggest, like your biggest crush in the world. Like she's had a crush on this person since she was 10, you
No.
wouldn't give her the hall
At the end
pass?
of the day,
No.
she's getting fucked
How many
by
times-
someone else. I don't care who.
How many times do you have to ask Maul and I
Getting
these
fucked.
scenarios of like $1 billion your girl could
Y'all are
get fucked on camera?
haters.
No, there's not a,
No,
a money value
camera
or
is completely different than you letting me get my hall pass. That's crazy.
You said
Y'all
we
are whack.
haters?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yes, I would hate for another man to penetrate my girl. Yes, I would hate that.
you're so weird.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I'm not saying you're weird for feeling some type of way. Of course, you should feel some type of way. I just don't. I would never want to take that freedom for. Like, I wouldn't want to take that opportunity for another person. If my husband got the chance to fucking
Ruby Rose.
Yes, if my husband got the chance to fuck Ruby Rose, I can't take that from. Like, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I might not even like you in 5 years, and then you're gonna look back and
Once
be
in
like,
a lifetime, Ruby Rose?
if you have a crush
I don't
on
know her
her as a
personally.
celebrity, that's your celebrity crush, and you've always had a crush on her, I'm not gonna take that from you, bro.
I wouldn't. I mean, no disrespect to her. She's gorgeous, and I know she wouldn't fuck me. But once in a lifetime, I don't know if I'd put her there.
That's
If
what I'm
that's
saying. Ruby Rose at once in a
like
lifetime?
maybe a
Every-
B or Rihanna is like the.
Okay.
She's like just a chick on the internet. A very pretty one, and I know
If
she raps,
you
and
have
I'm not
it's
shitting on her.
about what they
but,
look like. There's some people who don't feel that way about Beyonce because they're
Sure,
not attracted
I
to
get
her.
it, but
Yeah,
it's about
but
who you're
Beyonce is-
attracted to.
Yeah, but we all know Beyonce is once in a lifetime.
There's like level of access.
Yeah.
You know what?
You could DM her.
Y'all
right
are
now.
purposely talking around my motherfucking.
okay, let's
Y'all know
let's
what I
even
mean.
take preference out of it. Let's say someone's extremely attracted to Mariah Carey, who's beautiful, but some people don't find her as attractive as they find Rihanna. Mariah Carey is a once in a lifetime. Like, you don't just get to be around Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
I could go to an after party tomorrow and see Ruby Rose. I know she wouldn't fuck me, but I'm saying it's not a once in a
I've stayed in
lifetime.
that same hotel room she's in right there. That's the London.
That's my room.
Like,
I had that room.
mad lifetimes, I would run into that girl.
Mad.
Yeah.
Y'all do know that there are like normal people in the world who don't have the access.
Mad normal
guys do.
people, and I'm normal. Mad normal people run into Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
Normal people stay at the London.
What if you hit your hall pass in the sexist trash? Like, there's also that side of the coin. What if the pussy sucks?
Nah, then now you gotta give me a gift card or something. Like,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Got a rebate?
Yeah.
Bed Bath and Beyond
Yeah,
gift
yeah,
certificate.
yeah. You gotta give me something. I gotta be able to redeem this.
Because we're
somehow.
assuming it's good, but what if the experience is horrible and then you just fucked up your relationship and the hall pass?
Well, that was the
trash?
hall pass you wanted. You
Also on top of that,
with
though,
good pussy.
It is rare that like the first time you have sex with someone, it's amazing.
Oh, that's my bag.
Nah, I've had a few girls.
No, I've had
first time I had
that's
sex.
happened to me before, but if you look at the percentage wise,
It gets better the more you have
Yeah.
it.
It gets better. What?
The more you sleep with a person, it gets better.
Oh, yeah, it's like chemistry.
Yeah, but you've
It's like
had sex
Tailwinds.
with somebody for the first time and it was great though.
yeah, for sure. But I'm saying a hall pass like one time. If I'm gonna get a hall pass, I need like a subscription, like a monthly subscription.
Yeah.
Mm.
I need
if
like that
it's
hall
too
pass
good-
needs to last for the month.
Yeah, because if it's too
Like,
good,
one time, I
it's
don't
not
need to
gonna be
fuck
the.
somebody
We're
one
not
time.
only doing that one time if it's that good.
See, and that's why you can't give certain niggas hall passes.
Yeah.
Because you give a nigga a fucking rope and he want to be a cowboy. Like,
For sure. Yeehaw, motherfucker.
We're part of the beehive.
Yeehaw.
What do you want from us?
Yeah, like you fucking right.
What?
I want to be a cowboy.
While we're on this subject, and I think we can talk about this. Your homegirl is the worst of them all in this.
Oh shit. Which one of your homegirls is a hoe?
No, I'm not calling her a hoe.
Oh, my bad.
in this
Watch your
scenario,
fucking
I
mouth.
want to go back to
Ooh.
when you said, "Oh, her celebrity crush might be somebody you know or your friend."
mm-hmm.
Your homegirl
Here we go.
dated the best friend of a rapper for a long, like they were in a real relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and her biggest celebrity crush ever that she would drop everything for was his best friend,
Oh, hell no.
and like was tweeting about it after they broke up too. Like I was texting her like, "That's so rude. You can't like say that's your exes who you're still cool with.
Yeah.
Best friend who
Allegedly.
grew up with him, was best friends with him when you guys were dating for a long time.
Mhm.
That was the most insane shit I had seen in quite some time.
What artist? Can you bleep the
No,
name?
I'm not. I'm,
No.
yeah, I don't want to do
Bleep it.
that. A big rapper.
Thanks. That narrows it down.
He wears sneakers.
Or I,
He's voting for Trump. He wears sneakers.
Yeah, he wears sneakers.
it's for the culture.
Yeah, let me help you. He's for the culture. Let me help you out.
I actually had a huge clue in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To what you say.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
You have no
Okay.
comment to that?
No, I have no comment at all. I don't throw my
Because you
homegirls
brought
under
that
the bus.
scenario into my world, but you are best friends with someone that actually that's not a scenario. That's a real life thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the only friend that was trying to tell her, like, that's fucked up.
That is fucked
up. But y'all were the sorority sisters cheering her the fuck on. Like,
pop
see if he replies on Twitter.
Pop that pussy.
Like, y'all was at birthday dinners together. Can you imagine, like, finding that out way later? Like, your girl's, her biggest crush ever that she would ever do anything for has been my best friend the whole time.
So now I got a question if they might have did something on the, you know what I mean?
He didn't. The rapper I know, he's a good guy.
No rappers, no good guys.
Mind your business, Julian.
I want to know.
Julian over here like, who?
But I think it's even worse that they didn't. And I'd feel awkward as like the rapper.
You would feel awkward that your best friend's ex
not just some girl he was fucking. His girl
has a crush on you.
That was around all the time. Like, y'all threw surprise parties for me.
They texted on the side to like coordinate things. You know they did.
Wait. They had this is where women. This is where women are evil beings. She put together surprise parties for her crush.
She's like, I need.
No. I'm saying, like, you know, when you're doing something for your significant other, you may talk to her friend or his friend.
Oh hell no, nah.
I need his number.
And like the whole time now I know that. You have been lusting for me. Like, I'm your number one. I would cheat, do anything.
Nope.
And you was in the circle.
Nope. That means
if I found out one of my niggas had a crush on Rory, I'd be mad as fuck.
Because see, you mentally already sucked his dick.
Yeah, 100%. Without question.
Sometimes that's worse than actually doing.
I think she even tweeted it.
Well, break that down. How do you mentally?
Oh, we mentally suck dick.
See, Julian, you ain't got enough hoes. You ain't got enough hoes.
We mentally.
You don't know that women. You don't know that women mentally suck dick.
How do you catch someone in the mental dick suck? Like,
what do you mean?
You don't catch them. It's an internal thing.
You've never been in a room with a girl and you don't feel like she's mentally sucking your dick right now?
Oh, you're talking like, okay, like the sex eyes, like the eye contact stuff.
Yeah. And her mouth started watering. When she talking
like a fucking Rottweiler?
She's a dolphin.
Yeah, she's a dolphin.
Dolphins mouth water?
Dolphin?
Yeah, they spit everywhere.
You know wet.
Yeah. She's a little dolphin mouth.
Mental head is crazy.
Yeah, we do it. We do it.
Yeah,
often.
so she definitely mentally gave your best friend head before.
Mentally more than that.
Mental anal.
Yeah.
Mental
Your
anal
girl giving mental anal is fucking crazy. I'm shooting everybody. Everybody got to get a shot.
Well, you would never know.
Shots for everybody.
No, they know now because she was tweeting it after they broke up.
Yeah, that's when you go and kill her.
When I
please don't. No violence against women, even more.
And mine too.
See,
that's why I was the only friend texting her, like, take that tweet down. That's crazy.
See, that's why when shit end up on the news, you got to ask, all right, let me hear both sides, though. Don't just show me y'all bringing homie out the courthouse, like, with cuffs on.
Yeah, we don't agree.
Show me what she did. Show me what the victim did.
We don't agree with what he did.
Yeah, I don't agree.
But I don't think it just fell from the fucking sky.
Yeah, but like, some dudes be cool. You be like, the homie was cool. What happened? Nah, yo, you know what I'm saying? My man, my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Rapper, her celebrity crush, found out she let him mentally put it in her ass and all that. Like, had to go kill her. I might be like, I feel you, son.
And to your original point, some shit just keep to yourself.
Yeah,
she should like, because she was going on like tweet tirades about that whole shit, and I'm like, at first I thought it was like some vindictive shit, like she didn't like her ex and she was just trying to like do some women petty shit.
That is vindictive.
But she's like, nah, we super cool. Like,
no, we not.
You're not cool at
I was like, this isn't some petty, like, no, I'm single and I'm just tweeting about.
That's not cool.
I said that multiple times there. I think it's even more uncool that she's cool with her ex. It wasn't like her ex cheated on her and then she broke up and then went on Twitter and was like, I'll fuck your best friend, fuck you, fuck. Nah, it was mad cool. She was just, it was like the topic that day on the timeline of who you would just give it up for no matter what.
And she jumped in on it?
Couple tweets.
Yeah, nah.
That's sick.
That's fucked up. You can't do that because you got to know, yo, nah, that's my situation. I would just end with my ex. Like, I can't participate in this conversation even if I wanted to. Like,
or just have fun on Twitter and pick another rapper.
I also wouldn't date the best friend of my hall pass, like, or of my like one. I would never date Jesse Williams' best friend. I'm not doing it.
Who's Jesse Williams?
Oh,
but you know, there's a lot of situations where women try to go after the celebrity or the person they're a fan of.
Oh, Derek Jeter. Okay.
No, you're a dick.
And a Derek Jeter biopic, he would be great.
Yeah, it's Derek Jeter. Are you kidding me? He was born to play Derek Jeter.
But what we don't talk about is plenty of women go after their famous crush, rapper, celebrity, whatever it is.
Don't make it to the top.
Don't make it to him and end up with the homeboy. And the homeboy sometimes wifes.
No, shit. Now more than ever. They always wife now.
Like, that happens more than we think.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't.
And then the homeboy, I'm all, like, you don't think that, like, you knew that girl was here and interested in him.
Yeah.
So, like, why you
how could you wife that?
Yeah, like, you don't.
It's just weird. And then if I say that, guess what I am? A hater.
Misogynistic.
I mean, I know, a hater.
That's
if I say, yo, how you wife that? Wasn't your man? I'm hating. Now I'm hating.
That's like clout cuck. Like, you know your girl loves your homeboy, but you're like, you want to fuck, you want to wife it, even though she wants to fuck him.
How do you navigate that conversation?
Oh, there's a very specific case of this that we're not going to say on the episode, but that just came to mind.
A specific case?
Yeah.
Don't you have a case like that?
Do I? Me?
Yeah, didn't you have something?
You smashed a girl and then one of your homeboys end up wifing it?
Oh yeah, that's happened a few times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I'm not like.
But he wasn't the Derek Jeter.
Yeah, I'm not like the Jesse Williams. I'm just
no, but still, like you had
the crew. They're like, oh, he's like the better looking one. So I'm like, oh, I'll hit, and then
Excuse
I'm like, all right,
the fuck out of us.
I don't want to talk to you ever again. And then the next thing I know,
I wasn't familiar with your game. My bad.
Now it's curling today.
I didn't know you could go left. My bad.
Yomi told me to stop doing the bang.
Did she?
Yeah, she said keep it up, like just up here, not.
Yeah.
So
not the Clark Kent bang.
No.
Yeah.
So anyway,
the white women love that though.
That happens though. You're right though. I've hooked up with quite a few of my friends' girlfriends
before they was their girlfriends.
That's
insane.
He hang with white people. They do that shit.
Yeah, but wifing the girl.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be cool with that.
You can't wife the girl that your man smashed, bro.
I have
because it's just now it's awkward.
The girl that my man smashed, let alone having a relationship.
Yeah, because now it's just awkward. Like we're in the same room together, and it's like she used to
like I still got the text messages.
See, that's crazy.
See, now is that even your
not
friend?
as ammo, not as collateral. I just don't delete text messages.
But you should delete that text thread, bro.
Probably.
Yeah, you should. No.
When was the last time you looked
look
back at it?
Never.
Let's see your loyalty.
Also, I'm not the guy. I don't live in the past, so it's like I don't.
So why do you have the text messages?
I don't delete shit. I have text from like 2018 on my phone.
You don't live in the past. You caught a tailwind at 250 miles. Now, who is this fucking guy, man?
I don't live in the past.
I don't live in the past. My tailwinds are only 200 knots.
Once you hit 750 knots, everything in the rear view is just
it's just a blur. It's all a blur.
Objects in mirror seem closer than they appear.
You can only move forward, guys.
It's hard to look back when your tailwind is 300 knots.
If you
shut up.
If you like
a bad aviation meme page.
If you like a girl that your man smashed back in the day, if you really like her and y'all like each other, it's tough to find love out here. Just love each other. Don't let these men shame you.
Oh no. All right, so that was your version of it. Can I get my version? If you smashed my homeboy 10 years ago, there's no way I'm fucking wifing you. So don't even try. Like it's not happening. We could fuck. I want the same value meal he got. Give me the same washing set. Don't come over here with no relationship shit. I changed. Nah, change back.
It's my turn. Stay the same.
Yeah, stay the same. We liked you that way. Nah, don't get no change of heart when it's my turn. No.
Put us all on your tailwind once you're done with all of us.
Yeah, like, you try to change when it's my turn. No,
but you don't feel that way with actual friends. If you know somebody that hit like associate, that's whatever. We're adults, but a friend.
I feel like everyone should find love the way that they find love. And that's my take on that.
But there's like some better ways to find love than others.
Yeah.
I think that's what we can all
Sometimes you can't control who you love.
No, you can control who you love.
No, sometimes you can't.
You can.
Sometimes you can't.
Just love them from a distance.
And some men don't care. Some men really don't care.
Oh, no, that's 100%. Now you said something there. Some niggas don't give a fuck. They'll wife anybody.
No, it's not about wifing anybody, but some men don't care about,
The pride rules are different. Like the internal pride. They're like, this is my girl.
Okay, but do I, as the third
I think
party,
it's sick. I think
before we close this, as the third party, do I have a say?
In what?
No, you don't have. Why the fuck would you have a say?
Because I'm part of this triangle.
White.
I actually started this triangle. I'm the guy that hit first.
Yeah.
And now my friend is talking to her and it's like, yo, I think I like her. Like, we're really talking. Wanted to let you know, like, just so it's not weird. I don't have any say in this.
No. Why would you have any say?
Yeah,
because now I'm part of this triangle that I started. And
there is
now
no
I feel
triangle.
awkward.
There is no triangle.
But we got history. There is.
We don't have any history. She fucked you.
That's history. What the fuck are you talking about? That's history.
Mad shit happens throughout life, and not all of it makes the history
That's the
books.
definition of history, though.
Mad
things
shit
that happen in life.
throughout life. Not all of it makes the history books. Many of it goes unreported. Your dick wasn't reportable. It wasn't that necessary.
Wait, so you got a printed, published book of dicks that made it and ones that didn't?
Rory.
At the end of the day,
it was a New York Times
if she
bestseller.
wants your friend, like your shit wasn't hitting, and she don't want you.
That's sick logic. It still happened.
Okay, but what does that have to do with him?
Because it's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be awkward if we're in the same room.
How is it awkward? It's awkward coming from you. It's fine with us.
As someone that's done this, I don't think it's awkward because you also have to be the bigger person and like not make it about you.
I'm not gonna make it awkward. Like it wouldn't be me to make it awkward, but let's just be real. Like if I had sex with a girl that you're now, like Julian, you come here tomorrow with a girl I had sex with and that's your girlfriend. Every day we sit in this room, it's gonna be awkward.
No, it's not. No,
Okay.
it's not. If you really don't care, especially niggas who done fucked every bitch in their borough. Like them and their friends that ran through every bitch in their borough. Eventually they're going to run into the same bitches. Like, and then we get older. Oh, you fucked this bitch mad long ago. Like, but I fuck with, like, she's dope. Like I fuck with her. She's not a whore. You didn't fuck her because she was a whore. She wasn't an escort. I didn't say that you were.
Okay.
She wasn't an escort. She wasn't a whore, but y'all
If I've seen Julian's girlfriend's balloon knot from the back.
All right. What? Use someone else.
I'm just saying, all right, if I seen Rory's girlfriend's balloon knot from the back.
This would be a weird podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how are we ignoring that? It would be very awkward. Like, and again, I wouldn't be the one making it like, hey, where'd you and the wife go? Let me guess.
Yeah.
Like Ponderosa. Like, I wouldn't be the guy.
We're not
like, I'm not that guy. I wouldn't be making it weird.
Yeah.
But it's just natural for it to be like, if Rory was like, yo, me and Shorty going to the Poconos this weekend.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awkward for me to sit here and be like,
oh, it's suck down Sunday.
Yeah. I know what she likes to do at halftime. Like,
did she wake you up with some sloppy? Because I remember when she used to do that to me.
It's Veterans Day. Oh, man.
About a month ago.
And yeah, especially we doing a group trip. Oh, she's bringing that home girl. Yeah, she annoyed me too.
You about to have
then I'm gonna start feeling like, yo, all right, man.
I agree. I think that if they
thank you. If you try to make us seem immature, we're not. It's just a weird situation.
That's weird. If y'all fucked one time, that's not weird. If y'all were dating, yes, that's fucking.
A pull up and fuck situation, like.
Yeah, if you guys fucked one time, like on a drunk night, no, I don't think that's like.
I don't
blame you for not wanting to do it, but I'm not gonna. I don't think it should be villainized.
I fucked Rory's current girlfriend one time.
He has a current.
I'm saying like I'm just talking about like not his actual. I'm talking about
like.
I thought he said like
no. If he had like a girlfriend other than his lady now, I'm saying, and that was a girl that I had sex with one time, it would still be awkward.
It would still be awkward.
It would.
And even if they weren't dating, but she was
even
like
in the most mature, cool situation, if me and her don't care, it's not anything. It's still
like I don't care.
It's still a stigma in the air that can't go away.
Yeah, it's still we've seen each other naked. We've rolled around. We've explored each other's bodies, cavities, and things like that. It's just
cavities took me.
Our body cavities.
Even this hypothetical is making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's just
it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
It's
but
definitely
if wife who you guys want a wife. If you're in love with her, who cares if your homeboy fucked her? If you're in love with her, be in love with her.
You can't be in love with somebody, your man, your homeboy, your best friend.
All the time.
If you find out way later,
friend?
like after you're in love and like, that's a different scenario. But going in knowing that.
Man, listen, if I'm in love with a girl and I walk in here tomorrow and Rel start giggling.
Like he is right now?
Yeah. That'll be our last date. Like, I don't give a fuck how much in love I am. Like, I'm not.
You walk in, your friend, like, how long you know you for? It's one of those.
Yeah. I'm not wifing that. I can't. You got to be honest, bro. It's too many other women out here.
Well,
yeah,
there's way too many women out here.
Not all women are built the same.
I mean, you can be if you go to the same doctor. So
they try to.
What if she claimed like y'all sex was AI? It never happened. Because in these days you can do that. Like that wasn't even her. You fucked her AI.
If it ain't on video, it ain't happen. It ain't a body if it ain't on video.
Yeah,
I just want to make that's not true.
Yeah, like yo, also I don't know where these new like slogans come up every week.
How can you prove it? You can't prove you fucked me if you don't have it on video. So how?
I'm not here to prove anything. I'm just trying to talk to my homeboy as a friend to say, hey, I beat.
Yeah, like
he'd be weird. He'd be like, "Well, where's the video?" Then?
I was gonna say, imagine you come in the mall and be like, "Hey, by the way, I hooked up, but where's the
where's the proof?
Show me your camera roll."
Yeah, like what? What is that about? When did that start becoming?
First of all, thinking your homeboy would lie about fucking your girlfriend is fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, that's not a thing.
But I mean, either way, it could have been AI. Everything's AI now. We're all matter. Does it really?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Demaris might be right about that. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't.
We don't really exist.
Now, this Bobbi Althoff girl, she's a girl who, we kind of, she came onto the scene, has that kind of funny Marco style of interview on her podcast. We all called her Industry Plant. All types of names we called her a few months ago because she kind of popped out of nowhere. I know she's a TikTok girl, but started doing a podcast. A video of her leaked day before yesterday. It was a masturbation video. And the internet started going, doing what they do, sending the video around.
It was fat.
And she was it fat? Her coochie?
It also wasn't real.
Yeah.
She says so?
It looks weird. Like it doesn't.
I'm here to defend Bobbi today, by the way.
The reason why I don't think that it's real is because I feel like she has that easily transferable white girl face that you can put on any body.
But in the comments, they were saying that the titties were lopsided.
They were.
That's how she got her start on TikTok. She popped off because she had the lopsided titties.
That's how she started on TikTok?
She has like
I'm not making a joke.
She has like a B cup and the other one's like super heavy.
If I'm not mistaken, how she got her first like surge, even before the funny Marco shit or anything, she was making TikTok videos and her lopsided titty is like what got everyone to follow.
Oh, okay.
That's actually very common, by the way.
Yes. I'm not here to shame her about things. I could see it being AI.
And I could see it not being AI and her just saying it and throwing it off. Because who's to say it's not AI?
It looks weird though. Like her face in it looks weird.
Her face looks weird.
Yeah, like it just doesn't look like real to me at least.
Sometimes when you're busting, you make.
I mean, at the end of the day, who gives a shit?
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm on her side. When we had that full argument about the Taylor Swift AI photos and Maul and I were looking at y'all like y'all were nuts, like it's a fucking cartoon. This is drastically different. This was a real video. I thought it was a problem with AI, but I'm not going to be in Taylor Swift's corner because some cartoon photos of her on a fucking NFL field with a bunch of fans that looks fake as fuck is damaging to her career.
And then
this is more damaging because we're debating if this is legitimately a real video or not. That's why I feel for
and this
Bobbi,
is a masturbation video.
Like, AI, this is fucked up.
This is very.
I'm always, no matter what, always going to be on the side of never leaking someone's private shit. Like I think that's super corny. No matter what world we get into with the internet and where everything is okay and it's just the internet now, bro. Everyone's privacy, Patriot Act, all that bullshit. Always on the side of people's personal shit should not be fucking leaked.
No, it shouldn't. But even if it is fake. Me and Julian were having the conversation with you guys after the Taylor thing. I said, okay, so what happens when it's not Taylor and it's somebody else?
Go back to the tape because I went back and watched that conversation and we were very clear that we think AI is a problem and this could continue to be a problem. But this Taylor Swift thing is not the issue.
Maul specifically said, when I said, Maul, if this happens to your sister, how would you feel? And you said, why? It doesn't matter. As long as it's not real, it doesn't matter. If it's not really her titties, if it's not really her pussy, it doesn't matter.
That was in regards to how they did those Taylor Swift photos. And we also said, this could get way worse. AI is a problem. And we were glad that people were saying AI
and the Taylor
is
Swift photos wasn't even nudes.
Yeah. This is looks like a legitimate video. This is an actual fucking problem.
Yeah,
for any human being.
I would think that it is real.
Really?
I think that she's just saying it's AI to just throw it off. Yeah. I can see that being real.
I think AI is going to be a lot of people's excuses moving forward.
Of
for a lot of shit, which I respect it.
That's AI that knew I was hacked.
For sure.
Same shit. That's AI.
The next time y'all say something cancelable, we're going to say it was
AI.
Yeah.
No, anything
even though
that
we
happens
put out the clip, we're going to say it was AI.
Yeah.
I want to see the first guy that's going to successfully get off that was AI when he gets caught cheating. That's the guy.
Like in real life, he got caught cheating?
No, like a video or like some iCloud shit or text messages or someone leaked, the fucking.
Well, Lil Meech was about a year too early with his Ring camera video.
He's still standing on as of last week that was actually.
But if that video dropped today, he could say that's AI.
True.
I can't help my cousin with the groceries.
No, see, today he'd be like, yo, that's not me, that's AI.
But you know, like, the side chick
thing.
warriors that, like, use blackmail for celebrities and, like, yo, I'll leak us fucking when they have a girl if you don't.
Yeah.
AI is going to be in a lot of people's favor.
Yeah.
That's true. And it seems like
blackmail's not going to work the same way.
Oh yeah, that's over with.
It seems like
blackmailing somebody with a video is over.
Leak didn't really have much of a lasting thing because the Bobbi one's a little more invasive, I think, and weird. But Ruby, well, she's just getting fucked from behind or something like that.
I didn't see OnlyFans leak. So somebody just leaked something from her OnlyFans.
Then that's nothing. Then I think it was just her getting hit from behind.
Oh, I mean that's
I don't know. I think
that's a regular Monday morning.
Yeah.
The GIF I scrolled past was her by herself, and she was like fully clothed, damn near. Yeah, go up to the right. That's what I mean. Again, I try not to look at leaks because I do think it's fucked up. But I scrolled past all the trending thing, and that's what I saw. That
wait, you don't even look at leaks?
I try not to.
Oh, he's honorable. There's an honorable guy here.
I really try. I think that's really foul that people do that.
So this is
that leak it, yes. But if it happens to fall on my Twitter timeline,
well, that's where I saw the thumbnail of this. I didn't see any of the.
You said fully clothed, and I see a coochie lip. So how, Rory?
Well, she covered it.
She's like, yeah, she's fully.
Yeah, she covered it.
That looks like some OnlyFans shit.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a Ruby Rose leak the way that the internet.
Yeah, it was just it was an somebody leaked it from her OnlyFans.
This is the leak. This is it.
That's it. Then that's not what I saw.
This ain't shit.
I just saw someone getting hit
also, but I also think that's fucked up because I'm sure she has some disclaimer.
Yeah.
On her OnlyFans. Now we're fucking with her business.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll bring her more business.
Probably good promote.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if she was really doing some promotion, she would do a little more than that.
Can we give people their fucking privacy back?
I agree. And I think OnlyFans shit shouldn't be leaked either. Those women are actually running a business and it says disclaimer, don't fucking leak this. Don't put it out. It's copywritten. Pay for this and you get it.
I just think paying for nudes is hilarious.
Insane.
Like even when I was young, I would go to the fucking newsstand and look at Playboy magazine. I would look at all the pictures while I was there and then leave. Like I wasn't.
And then go home
shit.
And beat off without the magazine, but like just photographic memory.
Mental snapshot.
Yeah. When you was young, yeah, that's what you had to do. But I wasn't paying for that shit.
They were only like pennies when you were buying them.
Fuck you, okay?
Maybe 50 cents. They weren't that expensive. How much were they? Like $1?
For a Playboy magazine?
Yeah.
When do you think I was born? In 1845?
How much were they?
When Warrior was on.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Early 1800s.
You was in San Francisco with Chinese and Irish.
You think I bought the first Playboy magazine ever published?
So how much were they?
Magazines in general were $5-6.
Like $6, $7 maybe for a Playboy magazine?
That's expensive.
Yeah. I wasn't paying for that. I just look at these titties right here and go home.
But weren't they always in the plastic?
Yeah, but you know, Ak used to have one of it that was out.
That was for him.
Yeah. He just came out the bathroom. You know how that go.
I don't know. My pops had Playboys and shit.
My dad had a fucking stack of them and I discovered them way before I fucking should have.
I think I bought
older
one.
cousin Justin used to have Buttman.
I'm sorry.
Who?
Wait, that was the big black butts?
Yeah. Buttman magazine.
Yeah.
Buttman?
I believe it was Buttman. Google it. I think it was called Buttman. It was something like that.
It's a sick magazine to purchase.
Oh, it's 60% off.
It still exists?
Digital adult online magazine.
It's women.
Oh, it's just fat black asses.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you said fat and black.
I was trying to imitate Maul when he said it about my pops.
Me. I ain't like that.
It's okay. My cousin was white.
I like that font.
It's okay. He's a white man.
Buttman.
Okay. Well, go check out Buttman if you haven't. Shout out to them.
Buttman, just open up Instagram.
Yeah.
These little ass booties.
No, that's a nice ass right there.
They're nice, but they're not like, I wouldn't.
That's a nice photo. It's featuring Tabitha.
They had the greatest natural asses ever.
Yeah, they're like natural, like nice asses, but they're not like fat asses.
Well, we like natural. It's our preference. Everyone calm down.
I just assume that if it was called Buttman, that it would be like really big, like, you know.
No, it's some big old asses in there though.
Demaris, this was also late 90s.
That's a fun part.
Early 2000s. Like,
yeah.
These were the fattest asses. Go to the Bootylicious video. There's not very by these standards. It's not very much.
There's not a thong in Cisco's thong song.
People used to, them fat ass thongs they had. People used to say that J-Lo had a fat ass, and like I look back now and I'm just like, where was the fat ass that J-Lo
And this
had?
was the time when J-Lo had.
Nah, J-Lo had a fat ass at one point. Now she's on her super Pilates workout shit, so it's a little more, you know. But go check that the movie Anaconda. She had a nice fatty.
A little bumper.
Yeah, for sure.
Ma, would you do Pilates with me?
Pilates?
Mm-hmm. It builds strength. You might be crying by the end of it.
I tried Pilates a couple of times. That shit is tough. That's something you got to consistently do. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know. That's not fun for me. Let's do something fun.
Like what?
Pilates ain't it.
Okay, but so like what? Like what workout would be fun to you?
We should do a boxing class together.
I'll be there. Knock 20 niggas out.
Boxing,
they're fun.
We don't need to go anywhere.
I know Julian can't throw his hands.
Let's just get some mitts and do it right here, okay?
No, you got to go to a real
the
boxing
jokes write
gym.
themselves.
You got to go to a real boxing gym. Get the pads.
We
hit
go
the
to
bag.
World Boxing Gym in Jersey City.
Yeah, let's do it.
I used to take kickboxing classes. It really
Kickboxing?
helped. Yeah, it helped a lot with my anger.
You okay?
Yeah, I am. Since I took kickboxing.
All right, cool.
Before Amara, when I was at World all the time boxing, they also have like, cause obviously MMA is taking over a lot of boxing gyms because it's more trendy now.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I'd be on the heavy bag and MMA guys would be next to me, they'd be like, yo, I'll teach you like a few kicks. I wish that was on camera, me trying to attempt to do the kicks that the MMA fighters do. I could throw my hands, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
If you need me to lift my knee up,
nah.
Can't do it.
I almost broke my chin, foot, and knee every time I try to do those MMA kicks. I respect to all you MMA people. Kicking a fucking heavy bag is the craziest fucking thing.
Like my shin would shatter.
Yeah. Shit is that's nothing to play with. All of those type of like boxing, fighting, that shit is not nothing. Like it's a different respect that you have for those fighters when you go to one of those gyms and try working out like they do. That shit is insane, bro.
MMA might be the toughest sport ever.
Easily. Easily.
The shit they do just at a regular boxing gym.
Yeah,
like, y'all are fucking, they're doing flying knees into heavy bags.
Boxing is tough, but now I gotta watch out for this right foot coming to my jaw too. Like, nah.
And I gotta take punches with your fucking 5-ounce little pad.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
It's tough.
Julian got a Kanye West album this year and is also gonna get a J. Cole album this year as well. I know he is beside himself. I think that's why he's letting the curl go lower. He's getting ready for his two goats.
His two goats.
One curl for each.
First quarter, second quarter, because I feel like this Cole album is gonna come pretty quickly. For those that don't know, Cole put out a teaser on the Dreamville Twitter, his Twitter. They started I think their own account, might delete later.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was deleted. Of just a snippet.
You're a hater.
How am I a hater? I thought that was very clever. Might delete later. I get it. I'm on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm on the socials like the guy that found out black people like sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think?
Well, the snippet sounded good.
Sounded great.
The bars
really,
that
really
J. Cole was spitting sound good. The beats sound hard. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to anytime J. Cole has a project dropping, I look forward to it. Obviously, he's one of the best rappers we have right now, one of the best artists of his generation. And it's just always good to hear what Cole has to present to the ecosystem of hip hop. I will say this though, it's a lot for me riding on J. Cole's legacy with this album though.
I agree.
J. Cole needs a definitive classic album. He needs one. I love Forest Hills Drive. To me, that would be his definitive classic to me.
Personally, but I can see if someone's arguing and saying it's not one.
Yeah.
I think it is, but
J. Cole, he needs that one definitive, there is no MC that can touch this album, that can make this album. He needs that one album in his discography.
Well, I think why it's so important, and this is on some like petty fan competitive rap shit. The last Kendrick album, which I liked, I think pretty much everyone would rank at the bottom of his discography.
Which one was that?
Mr. Morale.
Mr. Morale.
Yeah. I liked it a lot, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I would still, as an objective Kendrick fan, put it at the bottom of the list.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the first time Kendrick showed that he wasn't like perfect with every fucking song that he makes. It was the first time that I felt like there was like some skips or things that maybe just didn't need to be there.
It's weird that you say that because I thought that was his album that most played and felt like a complete story.
Most cohesive.
Like to me, that
Sure, no, and it told the story with the double disc, and I do like that album a lot. I think I had it at number 1 or 2 whenever we did our year-end wrap-up.
Yeah.
I still listen to it.
Mhm.
Still, if you're looking at Kendrick's whatever line chart would be, every single thing he does just goes up, up, up.
Yeah.
This kind of plateaued a bit. I don't think the production was the same. Of course, it told a story. Maybe that wasn't the point, but I feel like it showed some chink in his armor.
Okay.
Drake is Drake. He's a pop star. People are going to hate him and love him no matter what. He's just in a different category. Cole's kind of been the only one drifting where he can make a statement now with the big three. If this is an out of the park home run album, I think he is now in that number 1 slot debate.
Mm-hmm.
When it was always like Drake, Kendrick, we love Cole, but it's Drake, Kendrick. To me, if Cole delivers on this one, he's in that argument that he could be number 1.
I just want Cole just to give us that one album where there is nobody that can sit anywhere and debate that this is a classic project.
Because they're going on the second half of their careers. And if Cole, as we've seen, in my opinion, for the second half of all 3 of their careers, has been the star as far as verses when he's been doing his features. I love the last project. I love KOD. Like, he's been the star for
the last one was off season, right?
Yeah.
Which is fire.
2021.
Yeah.
Which was fire. He's been the star, in my opinion, for second half career. And I think this could solidify that and have a different conversation where we were doing the Drake and Kendrick number 1, 1A, 1B. Cole's right there, big 3 situation. I just think he separates himself if he delivers on this one the way you're saying, like a all-out, complete classic, not a single skip, changes how we listen to shit. And what a perfect climate to do it in.
Yeah.
It's a fucking awful climate.
So if the album is perfect, right, in the eyes of people who their opinions should be respected in rap, if the album is perfect,
if
B-Dot
thinks it's perfect,
if it doesn't go top 5, it doesn't hit number 1, number 2, number 3, if it isn't as commercially successful as we would say a classic would be, is it still considered a classic? Would you guys?
Yeah, I don't look at commercial success as a validation of a classic album. I think that it's just all about, with the MC, the artist, and the way they put together the album, the production, the lyrics, the sequencing. Like, a classic project when you hear it. Like, it's something about it that you'll never forget when this album dropped. Like, it just has that energy around it where it's like, okay, this is something that this artist took probably their entire life making. And I know that, J. Cole, I believe this project he's been working on for a while. And I do think that he's in tune enough and he sees people on the internet and what they're saying about him and, his career so far. And I do think that he knows that most people don't feel like he has a classic album yet. And I think he needs that just for his own reasons, that he needs that. He's such a great MC and a great artist that he needs a classic album, a definitive, this is forever in the staple of hip hop. Like, you're going to keep playing this album if you love hip hop.
But I think because hip hop has evolved so much and grown to encompass so many different elements now, I don't think an album will ever come out that's going to be a classic to the masses. I don't know if that'll ever happen again. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Because there's so many different type of hip hop fans now. So
a lot of this new shit ain't hip hop though. We gotta call it something else. A lot of the shit that these kids is doing now, that's not hip hop.
But
I'm not mad at it. Whatever it is that they've created and that they've been able to build is dope for them. But we don't have to, and we shouldn't call it hip hop though, because it's not. And it's okay. Like, it's not demeaning that art form that they're creating, but it's not hip hop.
But I still think that stands on Demaris' point overall. It doesn't necessarily even have to be hip hop. It's tough. Classics don't really happen anymore. And that's not shitting on what's currently happening. Just the back to climate that we're in. It's tough to have a classic when things move so fast and it's so microwave in how we approach anything. So
Well,
to even her point, I take hip hop out of it. Like, does classic happen anymore? Is
classic
it possible?
music?
Yeah, to put out a classic
on
days.
in any genre?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Classic.
Yes, of course it is.
I'm not mad at eventually SOS
Absolutely.
looking like a classic.
Absolutely. SOS is a classic. Don't look like it. That's a classic album.
Okay. I'm not arguing.
You can make a classic. I just think that
I'll redo that outside of R&B, because I do think you can make R&B classics, right? Can you make a classic in other genres besides R&B?
I believe so.
When was the last classic hip hop album?
The last classic hip hop album?
I always just think of Good Kid, Mad City.
To you, that was the last one?
I'm sure there's obviously put in a lot of amazing albums since then, but first thing that pops into my mind, I still remember where I was when I first listened to that, to the point you made earlier.
But see, you asking me that, and I can only speak for me and my taste. I think that my taste level is a very exquisite taste level when it comes to music and art.
Talk about your palette.
I think Pray for Haiti, Makami is a classic album.
I can see you from I'm saying across the board. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. You asking me,
and we've had this conversation. I'm talking about like when Urban Outfitters prints that album cover on T-shirts, like that classic album. And I'm not saying Urban Outfitters decides it, but you know what the masses. Even if you don't even like the album, you got to sit there and be like, I mean, it changed the world. Like,
I mean, I've said Daytona, I still think is a flawless album.
I think it's flawless too. I don't know if that would be in the same comparison.
The masses aren't going to call that a classic.
Views?
Yeah, so
Views?
I think it is.
Yes.
But
Views is a classic.
I don't know if people bring it up in that conversation. And again, we've had this combo. I just think we're setting Cole up for failure and even having that type of convo, because I just don't think we're in a world where classics happen like that, no matter what you put out.
I think that Cole is, I do agree with you. It's hard. It's harder these days to make a classic because we get so much music every week. And classics usually come from having time to sit with it and live with it and, move around with it and things like that. You can't escape the music. I think music is very easy to escape these days because we have so much of it. So we don't have to live with certain music, but for so long because we got a whole new wave coming in the next however many weeks. So I do think that Cole is an artist that is very capable, even in this climate, of making a classic hip hop album. I think he cares about hip hop enough. I think he pays attention to detail enough. I think that he's calculated enough. I think that he's somebody that just understands timing. And I just think that he understands his place in hip hop as well. So I think when the artist has all of that in their favor and understands who they are, I think that they're in tune enough to make a classic project.
I agree.
So I mean, I'm hoping that this is the classic for J. Cole because again, I just feel like he deserves that. He needs that. He's capable of creating that. And I would just love to have that one definitive classic from him just to keep going back to and keep living with. And I think that this is the perfect setup for him.
I think he can have a classic amongst his core, which his core, sells out the Garden for a week. So it's a big core fan base.
Yeah.
I think why Cole has survived for so long outside of his actual talent is that his fans grew with him. His fans are now like him that have kids and a wife, and he raps about that type of shit. He's grown with his fan base. Not saying he doesn't have younger fans, but I don't see him talking about young shit on this project. Right. I think it could be a classic amongst his fans.
Yeah. And
to the whole world, I don't even know if that's actually humanly possible to where music is right now. But I think amongst us, people that grew up on Cole, love rap, I think he would be the one to put out a classic album this year.
Yeah.
And he does the best rollouts ever, and he's already saying this shit is like Reasonable Doubt if Hov put it out last. Like he's...
All right, now.
Cole,
see, this is where MCs
I don't think Cole's saying
trouble.
That unless he really feels confident about it.
Yeah, but...
And he's admitted how insecure he is sometimes with his music.
Yeah.
So if he feels this confident to get that bar off, and he's the rollout king, in my opinion.
All right, I hear you. Now when that album dropped and it don't feel like Reasonable Doubt put out last, see, this is where the problems come in at. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, you said all of this, you made this bold statement, you put the nice little, trailer out and, but once we heard the rest of that song, it wasn't really hitting like that. And then we got to the next track and that wasn't good. So then he could fall into that very fast.
When has that ever happened with Cole though?
I'm just saying it's possible. I'm just saying it's possible. I hope not, because I think that Cole is, he's dope enough to avoid those pitfalls in his album. But, I'm looking forward to this because I really want that album from Cole, that one definitive, like, yo, y'all cannot fuck with this dude.
I feel like, is it the album that makes that though?
Yes.
I feel like Cole has been out rapping niggas for a long time.
Yeah, but out rapping niggas and,
making songs
and putting together a full album is a whole different thing, which is why when you're considered the greats, you got to check those boxes. Like a lot of the greats can rap and a lot of niggas that ain't great can rap, but they're not great because they don't put out great music. They don't put out great albums. They don't stand the test of time. They don't know longevity. It's like, it's a lot of things that go on. J. Cole has been around for years. He's been putting out music for years. He's been relevant for years. Anytime he pops out, he's making noise. He's shaking shit up. Like, and then you see him riding his bike down Madison Avenue. Like he's just you know what I mean? Like he has a lot of that allure with him where it's like, yeah, he's one of the biggest rappers ever. One of the most successful, did something where he put out an album, no features, that had amazing success. A lot of artists can't do that. 90% of these artists rely on features. He showed us in the climate that, I could put out an album by myself and it's gonna stand up and be number one and I'm gonna stream a shitload of, records and shit like that. Like he was able to do a lot of things in his career and still not lose sight of who he really is. Like he didn't fall victim to the fame and the celebrity and things like that we see rappers do time in and time out. So J. Cole's a special artist. So I just think that he's somebody that deserves, special artists deserve special albums, and he deserves a classic album. So I'm hoping that this is it.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Julian, thoughts? I know
he's in the camp.
Yeah, like there's so little I can say. I don't want to look, it's their rollout. I'm not going to say anything ahead of what they have planned, but it's great. They're so calculated. I think to compare like what Cole does with Drake, Cole is just as online and internet savvy and present on the timeline as Drake. I think what Drake suffers from is he tries to encapsulate those moments and capture them in his music and make that who he is to present younger. I think Cole is hyper aware of all these things, but he doesn't let it affect his art. And when he does borrow from like the younger culture, it's very meticulous and less about him sacrificing the kind of music that he would want to make. So I just think they're both in tune, but they operate and create differently. And I prefer the style that Cole creates. Like the conceptually what he's doing with this album, from conversations I've had in the past, it's very, very interesting. And if he hits it the way in which I've been told, like the pitch and all that shit, it has potential to be a very fun, like up tempo and just the potential to be a class,ic in my regard.
No, he's definitely like, I love everything that Cole does.
Yeah.
I love how calculated he is. I love, that he doesn't fall victim to a lot of the, online internet shit. It's like he's operating, he's on a current iOS with an older phone.
And he works so fucking hard.
Yeah, like he's on a current iOS.
Yeah.
He just has like the third iPhone. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he's like one of those guys where it's like he knows what's going on, but he doesn't jump into that shit.
The verses I've heard, and again, they've been making this album for so long. Who's to say any of them are going to be on it? But the stuff that I heard that was even from the album and stuff that I've heard from Cole that's not out, that's not even on his album. Like he's in very good rap shape. Like, he's gonna.
I don't think anyone would
argue
that over the past.
It's like
4 years.
What I'm saying isn't like groundbreaking, but it's like he is ready. He's
he's
so little I can say, but he's good to go.
All right, so shut the fuck up. He's like he stays in rap.
Strong tailwind.
He's gonna catch a crazy tailwind when he drops this album.
Put out a platinum.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, man, because J. Cole, I appreciate him as an artist, and I don't take light to the fact that we have an artist like this in this climate. This is the type of hip hop and the type of rap that I listen to, that I grew up on, that I appreciate. So whenever these type of artists come around and they say, all right, we dropping, I'm paying attention because I feel like this is specific for the type of fan that I am.
It's a moment in time, not to be corny. Same way when Drake drops, same when Kendrick drops.
Yeah.
Same when Travis dropped, same when Future dropped. It's a moment in time. Like we all stop, and I appreciate those type of moments. So I'm excited. Before we move on, are you going to address what he said in that trailer? I believe you guys owe him some money.
What did he say?
Something about a label still owing him some money. And if my calculations are correct, he was only signed to one label.
And you guys also like own the government and shit too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sway the vote.
Yeah.
Rock the vote. Rock
listen,
Nation.
Man, you hear me? Like hip hop is a dirty game.
Caesar's Palace.
Yeah.
Square.
It's a dirty game.
Maybe that's where he'll drop the album.
Yeah. Yo, J. Cole, my bad if your money went into the new casino. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like yo, they didn't. You know what I'm saying?
My limit's $2,500 per day.
Yeah, that you know what I'm saying. That budget went to the new casino. Like I'm sorry you had to be a victim of that, but you'll be all right.
Sorry, Born Sinner went into the slots.
Yeah. You'll be all right though, man. But shout out to Cole. Yeah, he'll be all right though. Shout out to Cole. Crazy. Shout out to Dreamville. Definitely looking forward to that album drop. Young Jeezy.
Yes.
Young Jeezy, Tiny Desk. Some things that happen in life that you don't think that you needed to see or hear. And if somebody was to say, yo, Jeezy about to do a Tiny Desk, it's like, okay, interesting because this is Jeezy. We know his catalog. We know, he's a legendary artist, legendary rapper. Very few artists came into the game and created the demand and created the following in the cult following that Jeezy created. So for him to be doing a Tiny Desk performance, very intimate instrumentation with that type of content, with that type of rap, it just sounds like something that could be good, but it also sounds like something that can go really bad. Now, if you know Tiny Desk, they're not going to let things go bad. It may not be what you think, but it's not going to ever go bad. And
they'll suggest a musical arranger.
Yeah,
that can get.
They'll get a musical director with you and help you to put together the best performance possible.
And who knows? Jeezy might have used his guys.
Yeah, because he's performed with orchestra before.
Yeah,
so he has that under his belt. He has that difficult musical that knowledge of his catalog. He knows what sounds good with what. And this Tiny Desk, this Jeezy Tiny Desk is I just think it's a testament of what music is supposed to be. And to blend, this content and this artist with violins and, strings and things like that. I just thought it was really, really dope. It was put together really well. Jeezy sounded dope. Some of those records, some of my favorite records of his, and with this rendition makes you love it even more.
The string arrangement on Go Crazy was top 5.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
They should do that at fucking LaGuardia High School.
Yeah. So that was dope. So shout out to another dope Tiny Desk. I love Scarface's 2 months ago, Face put his out.
I feel like Juvie kind of set the bar for
the
us.
old heads.
No, not because Tiny Desk has been doing. They did all of Wu-Tang 10 years ago. Like they do legacy acts with live instrumentation. That's not crazy. I think Juvie just put out to like the timeline that Tiny Desk can do this type of stuff, and it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, Juvie's was absolutely insane. Was this better than on the same par as Juvie's?
I want to say yes. I feel like that's a little blasphemous because Juvie shit was crazy, but I think it's on the same level.
Yeah, I do.
But maybe because that could be an age thing. Because of course I love Juvenile, but I didn't like grow up on Juvenile. I went back to Juvie. I grew up on Jeezy, so I think it just hit a little differently for me hearing the songs in this capacity in this format.
Yeah.
So I would say yes, but I would totally understand if someone was like, "You're fucking nuts." That Juvie one was one of the best Tiny Desks ever.
This Tiny Desk, this Jeezy Tiny Desk is like when you in high school and the dude that's always cutting in school and sells drugs and all the girls like him. He's never in class. This sounds like he just bumped into like one of the classrooms where like the musical kids was jamming. Yeah, and he just started getting his shit off. Like that's what this Tiny Desk felt like, and it worked. It was to everybody in the snowman t-shirts.
Fire, I love that.
Fire.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like when Scarface ran into Mike Dean.
Exactly. Exactly. When Scarface ran into Mike Dean, it's like here's this musical genius with another musical genius that just I could just tell you what I'm thinking, and your brain computes it in a way where you just make it make sense with keys and strings and things like that. So
can I be a little negative?
Yeah.
I love negativity.
Okay, not negative, pessimistic, cousin of negativity.
Okay.
I love that they are doing more of the legacy stuff. Of course, they've been doing it for quite some time. But Tiny Desk 2, I wouldn't say is discovery per se, but artists got to a certain level where like the nerds knew them, and then Tiny Desk would put them on a platform that everyone would watch.
Yeah.
Feel like they've been focusing and putting a lot of promotion behind
Superstars.
Yeah. Like I love the Usher one, love the Juvie one, love the Jeezy one. I love all of that, but I still love Tiny Desk for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
There is some music discovery involved in it. You have to be established to be on Tiny Desk. Don't get me fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But to a novice fan that just likes music, you're getting the cream of the crop of the new artists.
Yeah.
Like that sometimes is their first big shot on YouTube.
Yeah.
Is based off time. Yes.
They're still doing them.
Thank
They're
you.
just not.
I know,
not
but
on the timeline.
The promotion's not the same.
Well, yeah, because it's not Jeezy.
I think
of course,
the promotion,
I know, I get that. I'm being a pessimistic
I
asshole.
think
right
the promotion is the same, but we take things and run with it. So like they might promote every artist, but we're gonna take Jeezy and we're gonna put it all over the timeline.
Like
that's not on them.
4 weeks ago, they dropped Black Odyssey. We had Black Odyssey on Do My Karma Is Beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's like
they bit from us.
Yeah, exactly. But like my point is they are doing artists of that caliber. But yeah, obviously if you throw a name that's that big, it's going to trend.
I know.
I like
That's all right.
so often in hip hop we talk about aging horribly and how shitty these people are just aging out of the game. I love these moments, and Tiny Desk has done a good job of it, of showing how hip hop can age gracefully. And that's always my favorite thing about like the Jeezy one, the Scarface one, like all the older legacy guys is like, this is cool. This is what hip hop should be in your 40s, 50s, whatever. And it was fun. And the whole student crowd was Howard kids. It was just a nice moment. That's the kind of shit I like about these.
No, it was dope. Shout out to Tiny Desk for another dope installation. And if you haven't checked out the Jeezy Tiny Desk yet, definitely check it out. It has a very nostalgic but current feel to it.
Yeah, I sound like that hip hop fan that like knew about that artist, then they went mainstream and I didn't like them.
Yeah.
That's why I sound.
You stopped going to the shows.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Like, oh, you guys are just on them now? Like,
yeah.
All right, cool. I like the early stuff.
Yeah.
the leak.
Rory was like that. Oh my God. Rory was like that so bad with her. He was like, yeah, Gabby. Like, you don't fucking know her.
That's sick.
Her name was Gabby Wilson.
I know.
She had a big song too. She was on the VMAs as Gabby Wilson playing like Prince, like dressed like Prince.
Mm-hmm.
That's not hipster shit.
But when everybody started
Gabby
talking
Wilson.
about her, Gabby. He had to. I think you still call her Gabby.
What's she in your
No,
phone?
I say her.
What's she saving your phone at?
I don't have her number.
Is Gab.
He doesn't have her number. He has Gabby's number.
Yeah, no, Gabs.
No, he doesn't
had an
have,
S to it.
He doesn't have her number. He has Gabby's number.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
Imagine still having. First of all, that made me creepy because she was 14 when she was Gabby Wilson.
Oh, but she was about what, 19?
Yeah,
that's still
20?
very creepy.
Yeah, it is. But it's, I mean, he worked in the industry.
It's like a freshman.
I was working
senior.
at labels.
Yeah, he was working in the industry.
I tried to bring Gabby Wilson to Kevin Lyles before she was signed.
Did Kevin tell you get out of my office?
No, he liked the record, but it just she had a machine happening at that time already that Kev was like, they got too much going on.
Yeah,
right now. But yeah, I don't call her Gabby. I call her.
Okay.
Like I don't like hang out with her.
Okay. You don't have to convince me. I'm
trying to convince them.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Not convinced.
We got any voicemails?
You've got mail.
We do. I'm playing this one in the spirit of the conversation we had earlier about the girl fucking best friend. This falls in line. This is the reverse of that.
Love it.
All right, so I like to remain anonymous, but I have some friends who so they broke up with each other, right? So the main reason why he broke up with her, let's say her name is Jay, he broke up with her because she has too many bodies and she hangs out with her exes, and still used to do da-da-da-da with her exes. And now he broke up with her, so now he is just friends with her, but as they're being friends, they're still effing around with each other as he would get, just like how he would get mad over with her other friends. Like, now he turned into the dude who he used to get mad at. Like, isn't that so dumb? Or, am I tripping? Because they keep asking me, oh, there's nothing bad about this. Like, we're just friends. now. Like, we set boundaries. Like, what type of friend sets boundaries and still F's them, sleeps with them, hangs out with them constantly?
Oh, she
like,
want
dude,
him.
he used to get mad over these dudes that she used to hang around with that were her exes. Yet now he is that ex. Like, tell me how that makes sense.
Well, it makes sense because your friend's a whore.
How? Wait.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold on.
She had a current boyfriend and she was still seeing her exes and sleeping with them.
Yeah.
I didn't think she said that she was still sleeping with her ex. I think she was still
definitely
exactly what she said.
Exactly what
I
she
thought
said.
she said she was still cool with her ex.
She was cool with them, still fucking them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then this guy naturally broke up with her and saw her for who she was.
Said I could still get the benefit package and I don't have to subscribe?
Yeah, I'm not going to wife you, but like I'll keep fucking if you want.
Like if all I need is Wi-Fi, why am I going to fucking get cable?
Yeah, AT&T.
Get a Fire Stick. Duh. She's a Fire Stick.
they jailbroke her pussy.
Yeah, she's a Fire Stick.
Everyone.
I'm more confused by this woman being confused about the situation.
Also,
well, she's the woman.
Business?
Also, do you think it's her?
Yes, it's her.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought that too.
It's
The way she
definitely
explained it, she was like, let's call her Jazz, which had nothing to do with anything. We didn't mention the name again.
Yeah.
You just threw this on a random person.
Yeah, no, it's her. It's definitely her. It's definitely her.
And like, how do you not realize if I'm dating you and you're cheating on me and fucking your exes, talking to your exes, I'm not cool with that when we're in a relationship. Let's break up. But if you want to continue to fuck,
so
just hit me when you're horny.
Let's do it.
And then you get in another relationship. I never said I was on a moral high ground. I just said I don't want to be cheated on.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I like that. I liked his formula. Like, take me out of the boyfriend. I don't have those responsibilities of being a boyfriend.
Add me into the fold.
I still get all the benefits of having great sex with you.
Just add me to the roster. Matter of fact, I was your boyfriend and part of a roster. Exactly. I don't want to be, just put me on the roster.
Yeah. Stop making me look stupid, but give me the same sloppy toppy that you
add me to the fold as everyone else. I'll wear 2 condoms and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Not me.
Of course not you. We know.
Have you guys done that? Have you dated a girl, broken up with her, and then just like, well, we still have good sex?
I think every human being on earth has probably done that.
Yeah, that's kind of my like.
But like, how serious were you? Well, that's bag.
Yeah.
So Demaris, that's.
I think every.
Nah, that's why I'm like, I feel like Shorty, like, I don't know, that voice sound familiar. I think she might be being funny, but it's cool.
I'm pretty sure every person that's not a virgin has fucked their ex after they broke up. At some point. Not every ex, but
like
been in a situation
done.
like
I've
that.
done like the closure sex. I've never been like, damn, well, this isn't a real relationship anymore, but let's continue to fuck. I don't do that. I haven't done. At least not with someone I've been serious with.
What is closure sex?
Like, we're breaking up. This isn't going to be a thing. Like, let's fuck, and then I'm leaving.
Cut it out. Let's cut the shit.
Closure sex leads to more sex.
Yeah, there's no such thing as closure sex.
If you try to have closure sex with me, baby, I'm pulling out some stops you ain't never seen before.
And that's just gonna start another argument because who taught you that?
Why the fuck now?
Who taught you that?
Why would you wait?
He taught me.
Who taught you that shit?
Easy.
Like, you ain't never throw your leg up in the soap dish when I was fucking you before. Now
soap dish.
Where are we at?
Yeah, like all over the motherfucking house. Kitchen, bathroom, they put your foot up there. Now you doing all that other shit. See? That's how you end up with another argument. Closure sex is not real.
It is real. I
real.
just did it.
No,
like,
it's not real.
6 months ago.
And if she wants to get back with you, you'll get back with her.
No, because I wouldn't. Because out of respect for her, because I also ended it. So like, out of respect for her, I don't want to fuck with her like heart and mental shit. I'm not gonna.
You're a good guy.
If I go back and hit it and be like, but I don't want
Mr. Tailwind is gay.
He is Mr. Tailwind.
I don't want to.
So you've never slept with an ex after you guys broke up? Just lie to everyone.
No, I have, Rory. I have, but it was just the one. It was like the goodbye, the breakup moment, and then that was it.
The breakup. But
did she go crazy?
Yeah, actually, now that you say that,
you've
weird.
never struck me as a liar before. This is the first time in life that I've looked at you and I'm like, yo, Julian is actually lying to me.
I'm not. Why would I lie about this?
All right,
I've fucked exes, but it's never been like a routine thing. It's like, okay, this happened. We did it once. For you, I can't continue to do this because I'm also the person that ended it.
Okay, here's a better question.
So.
Why did you end it?
I mean, the same excuse every time. I'm not ready. You know how that goes.
But you are ready though. Like, you're like,
he's not ready for her.
You don't even fuck him to work.
I'm never ready.
You're a relationship guy.
I'm really not. I've been in 2 relationships.
Okay, you're a date guy.
He's looking for a relationship now.
2.5 is funny.
I want to be in a real relationship.
What's the half?
I would consider the last thing I did was like a half.
Okay, so wait, you want to be in a relationship, right?
What does it have? What? Yeah, I do.
And she wanted to be in a relationship?
Yeah, but more than I did.
So if you want to be in a relationship and...
Well, it just wasn't the right...
He didn't want to be in a relationship with her.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't.
You don't want to be in a relationship with her. It's okay.
No, because I really like her. I don't know. I have issues, so I got to figure that out.
Oh, no, you're telling me
Julian
you
wants
have
that
issues?
one girl. We all know who Julian wants.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's... Yeah.
He can't be with no other girl because he don't fucking want that girl. She'll do.
And that other girl is based off ego. He don't really... Once he gets that girl, he's not going to like her.
Was that London?
No, God, no.
Oh.
No, this is
Coffee
Walk.
Oh, Coffee Walk.
We're texting again.
That's an ego.
We're reading the same book currently.
But
tell them how I got you that.
We're reading the same book. We're reading the same book. Yo, what is wrong with you, man? You're reading the same book? God damn, you in love.
It's okay.
Yo, whenever you read the same book as her.
But it just happened.
That doesn't just fucking happen, Julian.
Well, everybody's reading that book right now.
Thank you. It's a popular book. I sent a photo. I didn't even send it to her. I posted it on my story. And she said, oh shit, I didn't know you're reading that. She goes, I'm about 150 pages in.
What book is this?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, you're going to call me.
The Hardy Boys.
Goosebumps.
Oh shit.
You're gonna call me gay. This is the cover.
A Little Life? Oh, that's what Franco on the cover, right?
No, it's really
He
good.
does look like Franco.
That's not? It looks like him.
No, but it's a very fucked up book, I guess, and it's sad. But yeah, we were texting about it yesterday. She said she cried yesterday reading it.
Did you cry?
Not yet. I haven't gotten that far. I'm only like 130 pages in.
Yeah, you need to hurry up because I want to borrow your book.
I'm playing catch up. She's like at 280 now. It's a long book. It's like 500 pages, some shit. But yeah. So
is this another number 1 bestseller in New York Times? Because every book that comes out is a number 1.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Harry Potter fucked this game up. They made all these subsequential lists because Harry Potter every year is the number 1 book.
Yeah.
So they just were like, here's these bullshit names of other lists.
Yeah. Do you think if you end up being with that girl, you'll feel the same way?
I mean, I feel like a lot of it is like the ability to not. Yeah. It
didn't work out when you liked her. And usually you're the one that ends things. She ended things. And she was honest with you about why she was ending things. She went to the wedding with the ex. And I think it's okay. I've been through the ego thing too and the chase thing where you start to like someone more because of a chase. I'm just curious once you end up actually being with her, if you're going to feel the same.
But he
really if a little love can keep y'all together or whatever it's called.
He really liked her before she even ended. He was like in love with her.
He really liked a lot of girls before too. Then
y'all had sex?
Not like her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like her. He really
I remember
liked her. So, huh?
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
It didn't last very long.
No, it was like what 6? Y'all had like a whirlwind 6-week romance.
It was too fast. This was the last time we had sex was that date.
Okay.
I don't think I needed to know the date.
Well, because it was for after a show, so I just needed to see when the show was.
Okay, all right.
Don't lie. You have that date in a locket somewhere. You didn't need to search the Nate Bargazzi.
All right, well, now you're just stamping time to it.
Maul, do you spin the block? I saw you spin the block once. Do you often spin the block?
Nah, that's why when I do and it don't work out, I don't talk to them no more.
But I saw you spin the block, so don't do that.
But when you spin the block, do you want to get back with them or you just want to hit?
It depends. It varies. It's subjective to who it is.
When did he spin the block? Was I there?
You were there. You were there. You were at work.
Yeah, but I haven't spun that block. I burnt that shit down. I might have threw 4 grenades on that block.
That's O block now?
Yeah, that's O block. That's O block. I done shot that shit up, ran through that motherfucker, backed up, told homie not pull over, hopped out, let 4 more clips go. I done did all kind of shit. Fuck that block.
I was talking so much shit. I was sitting there. I was like, ain't that? Huh.
How long ago was this?
A year or so
years,
ago.
Maybe almost 2 years now.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Damn.
I'm trying to put the pieces together, but I can't remember.
It wasn't here.
In New York?
No.
Okay.
No. But that's my business. But yeah, I was gonna ask him if he spins a block, and I'm like, oh no, I caught him.
You strike me as a block spinner though. You don't really like people.
That was a different time in my life, Rory.
I don't know, but in general, your personality seems like someone that would prefer people you've known rather than just random new people.
Oh yeah, I don't because
you seem like someone that would be a block spinner.
Well, only because I usually don't, things between me and a woman don't usually end like on a bad note.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always room for like, it just be my
Spinning.
shit. Like,
Spinning.
it just be, like me, like I'm just not.
Like the end of Inception.
I'm not ready to settle down with this person. I don't want what she wants. And, she want to live together. She want a kid right now. This, that. I'd be like,
Julian
whoa. Baby,
You're
I don't even know.
literally
I don't even know what I'm wearing tomorrow. You talking about kids? Hold on now. We slow down. But so yeah, usually things don't end negatively. So there's room for block spinning. And then sometimes, once things end negatively, it's kind of like, all right, let's just ride off into the sun.
Maul, do you think the girl that you'll ultimately settle with is someone you already know or someone you've yet to meet?
Good question.
Is she in 9th grade right now?
Is she Gabby Wilson?
No.
I'm giving you like a
No, she's not in 9th
20-year difference
Fuck
when
no.
you actually meet her.
No, hell no. I think it could be
That was crazy.
somebody that I know. Maybe not
Start
necessarily
adding things up.
Maybe we haven't dated yet.
You just know. Yeah.
But we know each other.
Yeah.
But we know each because I know a lot of cool girls like that I've never dated. So it wouldn't surprise me if it ends up being that. But I feel like I definitely know the girl that I'm going to.
Mary?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Do you?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
If you would have asked me a couple years ago, I would have said yes. Now, no, I don't think that I've met that person. And that is scary for me because I'm queen spin the block. I will spin the bitch till I'm dizzy. I hate new niggas. I hate niggas that are not already in love with me.
We know.
I do not.
You spun the block so much one day. We walked in here, we was all dizzy.
It's true. The studio was on the east
Fuck up
side
yeah.
instead of the west
Like
side.
that, yo? You like that, yo?
Really, Yomi?
Demaris is affecting the tide
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
ocean.
It was like, yo, whoa, is it winter solstice? What the fuck is going on here?
It's a lunar new year.
We didn't know what was happening. Solar eclipse outside? I was like, shit.
For the people that think that they've met the person they're going to be with or marry, do you guys have someone specific in mind, or you just feel like you know the person, that you've already met the person?
I have
Because my point is like, why wait if you know who that person is?
I have somebody specific, but it's just timing and where they're at.
He's literally saying what
Okay.
I'm saying.
So now, my follow-up, I'm glad you answered that way.
No, but you actually dated that girl.
What happens when they are not on the same waiting time as you and find someone else? Doesn't that derail all your plans?
No, if it's
No, I'm not saying I have plans. I don't have a plan. If I had a plan, I would be executing the plan.
No, the plan could be waiting till you feel ready, but you know the person of who it is. But that girl may not want to wait.
He might just have a feeling. It might not be a plan. He might just have a feeling.
But what happens when that girl gets swept off her feet at Whole Foods and like it's
People
over?
divorce all the time. People break up all the time. That ain't shit. I'm not worried about, like, if I have a person in mind that I want or that I think is my person, I'm not worried about who the fuck they with right now. When the timing is right, as with this job, as with the people I have as friends, when shit is meant for me, I will get it. I don't give a fuck who's in the way. God will take it and give it to me. So I'm not worried.
But what if
about
God wants that person that she met at Whole Foods?
Well, then it's not meant to be.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to create your fate.
But then if you're waiting on this time of like, I know the person, but I'm gonna wait till the timing's right, and you're not God, and God figures out something else for that person.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when you're 50 and it's like, well, that person is married with kids now?
Well, that wasn't the person for you.
At 50, I'm going to just pack it up, though. So.
What? It's like a year from
Niggas
now.
always want to turn 50, dick start being limp, then they want to go, yo, all this time, we got so much history, we built the friendship. Nah. Bye, flaccid.
Your dick
Too
going
late.
up at 50 is crazy.
First of all, it's 2024. If you have a flaccid dick, just go to the corner store.
Yeah.
Get a honey pack. You'll go crazy.
Just go get a fucking massage down the block. You'll be fine.
Talk about limp dick. Doesn't pussy just dry out?
It's
like a sun-dried tomato.
It's true.
Yeah, but there's things you can do for that. A sun-dried tomato.
Yeah, you can spit on it.
Like dried out peppers? They look just like...
Yeah, wet platinum.
Okay, but for example, you can use wet
Spit
platinum.
on that shit.
You can use wet platinum, and the sex will feel the same to an extent. Probably better.
Yeah, I don't know about
But
that.
a limp dick is a limp dick.
There's always workarounds. I
A
feel
penis
like
pump?
Pump is crazy. That's sick.
Wait, but also if you're married at 50, that doesn't change the limp dick.
True.
So what? Yeah. What does it matter if you're
No, but I
single?
don't want to marry you at
if you want to get married, now you have to deal with your husband with a limp dick.
No, but I had you like...
Sometimes your dick go limp because you got married.
That's a fact. I don't know that from experience.
Two people that aren't married.
But it sounds like a fact.
You got that from your parents?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't put that on my parents.
I didn't. I asked. You don't have any experience. I was just wondering if that's where
they were
your
gazing
point of
into each
reference
other's
was.
eyes in the green room.
My parents is so gay how much they're in love. It's annoying as
Have
fuck.
you ever caught them having sex?
No, I haven't.
I love that for you.
Have you ever what?
She asked me if I
Caught
caught
his
my
parents.
parents.
You know, sometimes like people whose parents stay together, you'll catch your parents having sex. Awful life to live.
We just passed Valentine's Day and I had that thought. I was like, damn, this is the day I was conceived. It's weird.
You was conceived on Valentine's?
I was
like all
almost a day off. I mean, I was a day off. What's it? February 14th. I was born November 13th. So almost to the day.
Valentine's Day to conceive is just too cliche for me.
It's corny.
Too cliche for me.
Should have had you on Veterans Day.
When is Veterans Day?
I don't know. It's just a good day to just conceive something.
Arbor Day.
Arbor Day. Now we're talking.
I was conceived on 4th of
I think
July.
Yom Kippur would have been better for you.
Kippur. Wait, Veterans Day is only 2 days before my birthday.
Oh, see? Knew you was a veteran.
Of what though?
Of America. America. We have any other voicemails?
I was gonna say, did we give that girl get any advice? Mind your business.
She's the girl that she's
She's the
talking
girl.
about, and she's wrong. That's the advice.
Okay.
She's wrong as shit.
Here's a good one.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So my question for y'all is, what is the craziest shit that somebody said to you during your childhood or maybe your teenage years that has stuck with you until adulthood? Like for me, the first thing that comes to mind is this shit this girl said to me in middle school. Her name is Jamie Bogan. I still remember her fucking name. Jamie, if you listen to this podcast, I hate you, bitch. Yeah, we were taking Arkansas history. And I came in one morning and this bitch did not say good morning to me or like, what's up, EJ? Straight up, as soon as I sat down, she said, I know you're going to be cute one day because you ugly as fuck right now.
It's kind of sweet.
And that shit is like, that shit still ring off in the back of my head sometimes, bro. And so I just want to know, what was a moment like that for y'all? Like, what was some crazy shit somebody said to you, just out the blue, unwarranted, that still sticks with you? Appreciate y'all taking my question.
Great question. I'm trying to think of some wild shit.
I don't know I to this day don't know the person's name because I didn't really know them. Junior high, somebody in like the middle of a roasting session of everyone that was present said it looks like someone put a screen up to his face and threw shit through it. And that stuck with me for my entire life.
Say that about you?
Because I had freckles.
You have freckles?
Yeah. And it got like the biggest laugh of the day.
I would have laughed.
Oh, I was trying to be mad, but like in my head, I was like, that was kind of funny.
I don't have nothing that somebody said to me that was crazy that stuck with me for life. Maybe a teacher said something like,
I thought he was going to get into like some profound shit. I started thinking that way, but once he brought it to that girl, and I was trying to think of like foul jokes.
Yeah, because everything that was said to me that I remember was probably like deep and family trauma.
Yeah, that's the direction I thought he was going, and then it was that girl, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it was the time someone said they put a screen up to my face and threw shit through it."
But that counts. Go that route.
Actually, I do remember a teacher said something one day. It was back when Drazen Petrovic used to play for the Nets. He had died in a car accident, and I was a big Nets fan, big Drazen fan. And I remember came to school, we was all like, "Damn, Drazen died in a car accident." Everybody was sad, and the teacher was sitting there, was reading the paper with the teacher. The teacher was like, should have been Jordan.
Damn.
Look what you remember.
And I remember as a kid, I was like, no, but like he was like serious. I was like, what? Like, how do you say that with a group of kids at the table? Like, should have been Michael Jordan? I would never forget that because that was something I was just like, yo, that was crazy. I remember as a kid feeling like, yo, that was crazy to say.
Teachers are regular people. No,
he was a regular asshole. But it's not like he said it and laughed and was like, nah, I'm just talking shit. He said it and kept reading the paper. I was like, oh yeah, this dude is he's very weird. So I do remember that.
What about you, Julian?
There's not one single moment that comes to mind. I don't know. I'm really trying to think of like a funny one.
Yeah, I don't have any funny ones. I had a family member tell me when I was 7, I wasn't going to grow up to be anything but a stripper.
My brother always said I was adopted. That was a fun phase.
Oh, but that's just sibling shit.
Yeah.
I still told my sister that.
If you found out you was adopted, would you cry?
It wouldn't make a difference. I don't care.
What?
How does it make a difference?
If you found out today that your parents are not your real parents, you don't think that makes a difference?
At this age, it wouldn't make a difference. If I was younger, yeah, I'd probably be like, oh my God. I don't.
I think you're going to do that. I think you're going to do that at this age. Was to find
Julian,
out.
if you found out you weren't fucking Lebanese, it would affect you. Please stop. Please fucking stop.
And if you found out that your mom wasn't your real mom, as much as you call your mom when a crisis happens, you've been calling the wrong person all the time.
It doesn't take.
If you found out you were just a tan Sicilian Italian, yeah, you'd be tight.
I was a fucking asshole.
Yo, you've been calling the wrong person in the crisis, yo.
The wrong
person.
person.
There's no way you would feel like, oh, it's whatever. If you found out you
I would be
today.
curious. I would want to know.
You wouldn't be mad that your parents lied to you?
Yeah, you would have so many questions.
35. Don't put that on my jacket. 35 years. I don't know.
You'd be mad that you weren't conceived on Valentine's Day.
Well, my birthday's still my birthday.
You don't know that.
Why are you guys trying to like Danny Almonte me? Like I know my.
You wouldn't know that. What if they just?
Okay, but not everyone's born on the exact 9-month time.
Yeah, you didn't know that. Now
like it's not legitimately.
Now we got.
exact,
Now we got more questions. Now we got more questions.
Some babies are early. Some babies are late. Like it wouldn't. Your adopted parents doesn't mean they fucked on Valentine's Day, and they probably were teenagers.
I can see it right now fucking up your life. Look at
and your birth date might not actually be your birth date.
True.
That's your birth date.
It is.
And your
like,
name
what if
may
you were
not be
going through
Julian.
your mom's like closet and then you found like a old box with papers and it said adoptive agency and it said you on this date you adopted Eric. That was your real name. You adopted Eric. You found out your name is Eric and you were born in Cleveland, Ohio.
Like Geppetto or some wild name because a 14-year-old named you.
You were born in Cleveland, Ohio by way of Bali. Some crazy shit.
Bali? Okay.
Yeah. Like that wouldn't change everything in your life?
I mean, now you're putting mad sauce on it. Yeah, this would change.
Well, I just said if it was your parents adopted you, that means you have a whole other like.
I would probably want to learn. I'm curious.
Yeah, no, you would absolutely want to learn, but I'm just saying you would cry though.
The way you're saying this would just roll off your shoulders like, oh yeah, that's cool, mom and dad.
No, that's throwing fucking Eric and Bali on my jacket. Like I don't think it would affect my day to day. I would just be more curious and want to know the history.
Okay.
Like what if your mom was like a crackhead stripper and she had you, but she couldn't take care of you, so she gave you for adoption?
I would be like, thank you, because that would have sucked to growing up in that environment.
Yeah. See?
Yo, I know
you wouldn't go look for her though, like your real mother?
A crackhead stripper that had a kid in the 90s, I would highly doubt that she's rocking around today.
What? I know a bunch of crackhead strippers from the 90s that are walking around doing just fine.
I went to meet one of my best friend's mothers with him when we were in high school, and she was a crackhead stripper.
Yeah. Sweet lady.
She was nice.
How is he doing? How like, are they still in touch?
Not really. But he wanted to meet her.
She's still smoking crack?
I didn't see anything in the house, but it was a house that looked like.
What did you see, Rory? You didn't see a pirate?
Yeah,
You didn't
yeah. Well, I don't want to put that on it. Like I didn't
still on the TV. Like
I feel like a lot. Like I didn't see anything, but like it felt like an environment that crack would be welcomed in.
Okay. You can feel it in the air.
Yeah. You can smell it too.
Do you guys see that video? The secondhand crack. Do you believe it? Well, you don't even believe in secondhand high, like contact high.
In a room this big? No.
I get extremely contact high. But I saw
That's based off your adopted mother.
Sure. Yeah. I saw a video of a guy smoking crack on the subway, on the train, and he blew it out. And it was just like people around. And there's like getting secondhand crack high has got to be insane.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm sticking around.
I've ever seen.
That's what I'm saying. Like the few times I've like been right there when someone smoked crack, I immediately walked away. Like I've never chilled.
No,
to get contact high.
No, but he hit it. But he like hit it like I'll show you the video because he kind of hit it nonchalantly, and people are like, oh, he's like smoking a cigarette
or
like a vape, yeah. And then you look and it's like, oh no, that's a crack pipe. And it's very funny, and you can just see the people like disperse and be like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that used to be. I remember my mom took me to the movie theater when I was a kid, and a guy right in front of us started smoking crack. My mom was like, yeah, let's go.
Which theater?
This was Lowe's Paradise on the concourse on 4.
161?
No, Fordham.
See, that had to be when movies was $4 because now movies is $30. I'm not fucking leaving if somebody starts smoking crack. You can either pass it or go do that shit in the bathroom. I'm going to keep watching my movie.
Yeah, I remember that. I was scared as shit. That nigga had a flame size of that mic stand.
Here it is. But the shitty thing is it's on the train's moving. They're not at a stop.
It's the mask.
But look at the guy
at least
right
he has a
next
mask.
to him.
Yeah, he's a Marine. He doesn't give a fuck.
That's crack air you're breathing in.
He's dealt with camel spiders. He doesn't care about that.
That's nothing for him.
You're breathing in crack air.
I'm getting up.
Right?
I'm not going to make a scene. I'm just walking away. That's all.
So I feel like secondhand crack smoke might be a nice high. Like you might not get fully crackhead high.
This is the most New York moment ever.
Yeah, he's a Marine.
Stone
That haircut,
cold face.
that jawline, Marine.
I got to transfer.
But
to
also,
A.
like when crack smoke comes out, it's not like when Snoop smokes weed. Like, it's not a whole cloud.
It was pretty cloudy crack though.
That's fentanyl.
Cloudy crack.
But like, look, that's a significant cloud.
That the camera picked it up, because crack smoke is not that crazy.
You know from experience.
I don't know. I feel like that might be a nice high.
Secondhand?
For people who like to get high. I feel like that's like the in between. Like if you could shotgun crack, I feel like
the New York subway is such a different world.
Shotgunning crack is hilarious.
Like that world down there is like, we don't think about it or talk about it enough because we grew up like in it.
The underworld.
But like I could imagine like never experiencing the New York City subway and then one day coming to New York and riding the train and then getting off and be like, I'm never doing that again. Like I can see that.
Well, today was a new moment for me. I never thought in my life I'd be like, damn, I don't got service. Let me get on the train for Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's wild.
You wanted the Wi-Fi that bad that you was willing to ride.
Well, I was taking the train regardless.
Yeah.
But
let me hurry.
I walked a little faster down the street because the train had Wi-Fi.
When my niece and my sister-in-law visited, we did like the Harry Potter world, all that shit, and we took them around the city. This probably a crackhead. This woman came up to my sister-in-law and he's like, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. She said to my sister-in-law, and I laughed. Scarred my niece. She hates New York.
Oh.
She's 10. She was like terrified. And I was like, it's fine. You'll get used to it. I was like, it's how the city works. Like, I was like, you'll live here one day. Don't worry about it.
To answer that gentleman's question, that's going to be her answer.
That's
what someone said to you in your childhood that'll never leave.
Yeah, there we go.
Can we table that question? Because that was a great question. I want to think more about that one.
Yeah.
That was one of those I wish we listened to before.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't want to sell his question short. I thought it was great. We can make that a topic, whether it's Patreon or another episode. I want to think about that because that was a really
very good
question. Even though he added in his childhood trauma to that girl. I thought she was kind of complimenting him though, no?
She might have been flirting a little bit.
I think she liked him.
That could be a little, that's how little girls flirt.
She was probably quoting her mother.
Yeah.
I feel like her mom said that and she was just...
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids do that a lot. And I didn't notice that I did that a lot till I look back. You quote a lot of shit your parents say.
For sure.
Yeah. That's where it all starts, right in the home. That's why they say, you can tell a lot by a kid, how he's acting in school, by what's going on in his house. It's real. He come in there dirty. He's like, his house is dirty.
Yeah, but you were bad as fuck and you weren't raised like that.
Ooh.
That wasn't a reflection on your mother.
That was a reflection of me just growing up, though. Like, that's part of any young kid
adopted
like, growing up is that you're just bad. Like kids are bad. But I wasn't disrespectful though. That's the difference.
And there's a difference.
I was bad, but I wasn't disrespectful. I talk a lot in class, things like that. But I wasn't like selling crack hand to hand in the school hallway. Like I was.
Well, I mean, there's a medium in between that. But
you were doing that outside. Though.
Yeah, that was not on school ground. I know that's a whole.
There was no real crack.
That's a whole other charge.
School,
like you got to do that away from school grounds. So avoid that charge right there.
You ever cussed out any of your teachers? Like cussed out your teachers?
No. No, I was like I said, I wasn't disrespectful. I wasn't a disrespectful kid. I was bad, but I wasn't disrespectful. Like that's when you're bad. You cursing at adults, you're bad. Like that's a disrespectful fucking kid.
I went off on one of my teachers one time.
Like cursing?
I don't think I used a curse word, but I might have used one little curse word, but I went off on her.
One little curse.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing that.
I wasn't like cursing her out, but I was going off on her in a curse word.
About what though?
She didn't. I wasn't being challenged in the class, and because of that, I would go to sleep. And I also have ADHD, so if I'm bored, I will fall asleep as a coping mechanism. So she told me one day, and I was a class clown, and she told me one day that I was gonna fail her class and I was gonna fail at life. This is what happened when you go into inner city schools. I was gonna fail her class and I was gonna fail life. And I called her a wide back bitch. I think I might have called her a white back bitch and said that she was miserable because she got just low enough scores not to be able to actually teach real students. Like you couldn't be a university professor. You're teaching high school students in the inner city and making about $35,000 a year. And I think you're evil and mad.
I had one moment like that with the teacher. He was my old math teacher. I hated it because he thought he was cool. He was the assistant basketball coach.
Oh God, those.
And he was like, "Come boys with the cool kids." I'm like, he was literally 5'3", and he was in like.
So he can't be cool.
This foam, no, he can't. Like off rip. Shut up. Yeah, you're short. Shut up. So no, he was in like a foam green shirt with like green pants and a green tie. And he was saying some dumb shit, and I was at the end of it. We were going back and forth actively throughout the class, and I think I called him grass clipping. I was like, "Shut up! You look like a fucking collection of grass clippings." And the whole class just fell out, and he was so mad at me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Bet it's on," because the whole class was already laughing. They're on my side, so I just unloaded on him, and then
because you know you were in trouble.
I knew I was cooked anyway, so then he just threw a fit and like threw me out the class. It was one of the fun. I was very proud of myself.
I can tell you guys on Patreon the time a teacher called my cell phone in high school and threatened to kill me, even described how he was going to bury me. And then he became a full-time teacher the following week.
Oh, I want to hear that story.
It's not, I'll tell you guys on Patreon.
March 23rd, Howard Theater, DC. We will be there. Tickets available now, newroryandmall.com. Subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Somebody has our TikTok login. I don't know who it is. I guess we're on TikTok too.
Demaris
has a TikTok.
I found a kid in LA that do it too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you find a kid in LA?
The kid that was at the house. The kid that I did the magic trick for. We have to share that video.
He works at Avant-Garde.
You did the magic trick?
Oh my God.
This video.
Did he?
Show it. Wait, we'll
talk about it. We'll talk about it on Patreon. We'll talk about that on Patreon. We'll talk to y'all soon. Have a safe weekend. Be blessed. Be safe. I'm that nigga. He's just ginger. Peace.
No worry and mom.